and then you single crochet and then double crochet.
I know, because normally you think you double crochet and single crochet.
It's always single crochet and
it's
then
always,
double crochet.
That's the class. It's the OG crochet.
OG crochet. Oh, hello. Hi. We didn't see you there. Hi, hello. Welcome to Stitches.
Welcome
to the Summer Stash Bash episode 2.
Summer Stash Bash.
Summer Stash Bash.
Can you say it like 3 times fast?
Oh, absolutely not. Summer Stash Bash.
Summer Stash Bash, Summer Stash Bash, Summer... It's not. It's like it's going farther. Yeah, okay. Summer Stash Bash, Summer Stash... Nope, it's gone. I'm just like, it's so hard to say.
Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so excited to have everybody today. Hi, Roxana. Hi, Renee. Hi, Rika. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Lynn. Hi, friends. Hi. I need to take a breath because I always get so excited. I hop into these things and I get so excited.
Well, it's a special Wednesday. We're very excited about it.
And I
really
just love
fun.
crocheting. Did you know? I don't think I told you this.
What?
Someone hopped in yesterday and was like, "Where's your friend?"
Oh,
I know, and I was like, "Oh, she'll be here tomorrow." And they were like, "Okay, great. I really like watching you guys." Like it was so sweet.
God.
It was so sweet.
When I was driving home on Saturday, I was telling my husband, I was like, we had people from, was it New Zealand,
Sri Lanka,
Iran, and then there was another country,
the UK.
In the UK, and I was like, oh my god. It was amazing, like crochet community, like the world, like it was so cool to think that like people are crocheting with us and like we're all finding like joy in each other and like building a community. It's lovely.
I love it. I want to wait. I want to see if Madi is here. Is Madi here? The last time I did we were talking, and of course I was getting corny and cheesy. We like measure now my like corn 10 out of 10.
Oh, I like
corny
that.
was that?
You need to crochet some corns and then have them be like different heights. Where it's like like a corn cob.
We will like how on the corny scale.
Yeah,
like how corny was that?
Yes, exactly. And then like have like surface crochet some like lines on it, so it's like
I love how anytime we have a joke, we're like, how can we crochet this joke?
Yes, I'm just like we could crochet that.
How can we crochet this bit? Like
that's like
we're always doing that.
Do you remember those YouTube videos for like the blend type blender where they're like, will it blend? And they're like, well, and they're like, we put in a cinder block and like, will it blend?
So we're like, will it crochet?
Will it crochet? Can we crochet
Can we crochet
Let's
that?
do it. I like that. That's so fun.
So yeah, we're so happy. We're so happy that you guys are here today. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Crochet friends helping crochet friends.
Always. So I was going to say, because like how excited we get with all of the other people who are coming and come and watch us and hang out with us.
Yes.
I think it was, I can't remember which episode it was, but I was like, it's just so fun to sit here and crochet with y'all because it doesn't feel like the typical like influencer live. It feels like, it's not like me and you guys. I was like, it's us.
Yeah.
And then of course I did my like flourish yarn over hook.
I love that.
And Madi particularly was like, it's not you and me, it's us, and put her sparkles in the chat. It was so funny. It was so funny. And Betty Confetti.
I like that.
So
that's really nice.
Us, we, together, community.
Yes.
Yarn over hook. Welcome.
And that's what it feels like, having a community. Like, I crocheted alone for so long because, like, a lot of my friends didn't do it. And I just didn't know people. And, like, gradually I started finding more people on social media. And then, like, a year ago, I was like, I'm going to start inviting strangers into my home. And that's how I met you. I was like, hey, stranger, do you want to come into my home? So I was like, yeah.
I messaged you, I think, 2 days before.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, come on in.
I could have been, like, creepy.
Yeah, you could have, like, who knows?
I mean, like, I'm still weird. I am weird.
Oh, but that's the
like
best.
in a good
I like
way.
that. Like that's just means you're a fun, unique person, and I like you. You know,
I love it. Welcome, friends. Yeah. Welcome. My name is Sammy.
I'm Alexis.
And we teach crochet with Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free social media for crocheters to create, learn, and connect.
And be inspired.
with other crocheters from around the world.
Yeah.
You can join for free via the link in the description below. If you are already a member, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. Hi, friends. Hi, Taylor. Hi, Mars. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, everybody. I was cruising Yarn Over Hook before I left this morning. I love seeing what everybody's making. I posted like this little, you saw the little cow I made recently.
It was so cute.
Oh, I know you love cows.
So I do. Yeah. I just like, ooh, I love cows so much. So I didn't tell y'all this. So I was vegetarian when I turned 17. I watched a movie in my like bio class when I was in high school. And I went home and I was like, Mom, I'm not eating meat anymore. So I stopped eating meat. And then I became vegan like maybe 6 years ago. what year is it?
2025.
7 years ago? I don't know. I was vegan for a really long time. And so now I've like eat a bit more meat.
Yeah.
But like cows and pigs.
Yeah. And you've like baked in dairy. Like I brought you bread that has butter.
Yeah, and like I'll do like baked in dairy, but like
Yeah.
cows, I see a cow and a pig and I'm just like, I just want to love you so hard.
Well,
and
you
I
gotta get out to the gentle barn where you can hug them and love them.
I know. I'm so excited. I keep getting emails from them. Like, I cannot thank you enough. I'm so excited to go.
I gave it to her as a wedding present. It's like a place out here in LA where you can go and it's all animals that are living their best life. They're no longer like living in like animal servitude. And like you can cuddle their cows and they have cow therapy to help people who've been through
and
things.
you can just like hang out with them. So anyway.
I cuddled a turkey and it was really cool because I'm a little afraid of birds a little bit. They move really fast.
So you
and
I was like your own kind of like
I went in with a goal.
immersion
exposure therapy.
Exposure therapy.
Yeah, I was like, I keep doing that with birds because they're lovely. There's no reason to fear them. Just sometimes they're like,
I know they can just they can
So I was like, I cuddled it and it was cool. And then it undid my shoelaces and I was like, I like you.
like, okay, one step at a time.
Yeah, it's like once we get comfortable, it's like take off your shoes.
Maybe you need to crochet a turkey.
I like that.
Maybe you need to crochet a turkey.
I like that a lot.
So yes, I love your crochet cow.
Yes.
I love your crochet cow.
And there's a no-sew, so I love that. It's great.
It's so cute. We love a good amigurumi no-sew pattern. Okay, announcements, friends. I don't
like
know
going
if we
through your
have any-
Rolodex.
Yeah, right. I'm like sifting through my brain of announcements. So this is the second day of the Summer Stash Bash. I don't know if you guys know. I think this is just going to be the announcement. We're just going to get into Summer Stash Bash. I can't think of an announcement. So for the Summer Stash Bash, friends, we have a new pattern. I don't know if you guys saw it posted, but it is a scrap yarn blanket or basket.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys.
Like a little toady basket with little toady handles.
I'm
So
of the
nice.
mind that you cannot have too many baskets.
Oh my gosh, this is my like very packed basket. This is my most used basket because I can fit huge skeins of yarn
I love
in it.
baskets.
I'm a big fan
love
too.
baskets. So when I came across this pattern and like I have so many skeins of yarn, like you know how you'll get yarn based on like I really like this color or like I'm only going to grab one of these because I don't know if I'm going to use it for a big project.
Absolutely.
So I've done that multiple times.
Yes.
So I have a ton of yarn that has just been like pushed back to the back parts of my shelf.
Yeah.
That like the other day before I was deciding on the patterns for the Stash Bash.
Yeah.
I was like pulling yarn out.
Yes.
And this whole like just ton
Monster
of yarn just it was like
tendrils.
Use me. And I was like, oh God.
And it's like a colors from another season. And you're like,
exactly.
Yeah, that happens.
And it's just a bunch of different colors. So
I
then
have to say, my problem is that I will buy the same colors slightly different over and over again, where I'm like, wow, I really like white with specks of color in it, I guess.
Alexis,
like,
I have like 50 shades of green. Like, look, you can see it. So that's two of them. And then there's three more behind that.
I see that, yeah.
And then I have a bunch here.
Yeah.
I don't know what phase I was going through, but like not quite mint green. Like
you gotta make like curtains of like little vines and different things like that. Yeah.
But it's just like it's not a committed color. Like you can see it. It's not a committed color.
Yeah.
It's not sage.
Yeah.
It's not mint.
Yes.
It's not green.
On the bottom.
No, up here. You see those two right there.
Two. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's not like sea foam. It's not even like really green. It's not blue. It's like, what do I use that for?
Yeah.
So anyway, scrap yarn basket.
Yeah.
So let me show y'all.
That.
Let me show y'all.
And you'll show the progress on yours, but I'm very excited about it.
Okay, so this is it right here. Ooh. Wait. I love how we're both trying to... Wait, here we go. Okay, hand there.
This one? And bring this one in.
Yeah, there we go.
Now you gotta rub its tummy while patting its head.
This is the pattern. Yay for week 2 of the Summer Stash Bash.
I love it.
So it's an incredible stash busting project because you can use multiple strands at one time.
I'm a huge fan of that method. That's how I did the floor on like one of my entries for the LA County Fair. I sucked through like multiple
use so
skeins of
much.
orange because I have tons and tons of orange. I make
have
a lot
a lot
of
of orange,
pumpkins
too.
I make a lot of pumpkins for the fall time, so I end up with tons of orange because I just buy
Maybe
when I
I need
see
to
it.
save some of my orange for some pumpkins.
That would be because green pumpkins also are really cute. Or if you mix it, I've done green and orange mixed together to make kind of like unripe pumpkins. Those
Yeah.
are cute too.
Maybe
and you
I'll
could do
save some then.
vines.
Oh,
You could do
yeah.
the vines going and connecting them.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cute.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll save like a skein or two of orange.
Yeah.
But so this is the pattern.
Yes. I'm like a robot. There we go.
There we go. This is the pattern.
I love that.
Yay! Confetti, confetti, confetti. So not only the reason why I love this pattern is you don't have to use the same fiber.
Yes.
You can use any fiber, and you can combine any fiber. You can combine any weight.
Yeah.
Any
Any length.
any length, anything.
Yeah.
So my Poppet makes.
Yeah.
Expresses in her pattern link, which is linked in the description, that you can take any yarn,
Yeah.
any yarn weight,
Yeah.
mix them together,
Yep.
tie the ends together using a magic knot. I just uploaded a tutorial on how to do the magic knot
Oh, that's
yesterday, so that is linked in the description as well.
And that's the best knot.
It is the best knot.
Yeah.
And you make a scrap ball. So you can take all of your yarn, tie the ends together, and then cake it.
Yeah, I love
so that
that.
you have a cake of
Yeah.
all of your like scraps and stuff.
I love that.
Take that of other few strands of yarn of any weight, size, fiber, whatever, and you just make a basket.
I love that.
Take this, make a basket, and then it can hold your new yarn that
And
you go
it's-
buy after the summer stash bash.
It's like a scrapbook of your yarn journey, but it's a scrap
Yes,
basket.
But it's a
instead.
scrap basket.
Yeah,
So I
basket.
love it. I love
that
it. So
too.
I will be working on that today. I actually just started mine. This is my other basket. My basket's holding my yarn for my basket.
Yeah.
A basket section going on right now. Thank
Yes,
you.
Thank you.
So this has a bunch of yarn in here that I just want to get rid of.
Yes.
And this is the
It's
start
soft.
of mine.
Look at that. Look at that crisp edge. It's just like pew pew.
Pew,
I
pew.
love that.
So my Poppet Makes actually doesn't recommend crocheting in the back loop only to give that crisp turn.
Yeah.
I like to do it.
Yeah.
You can get a more rounded turn if you don't do it.
Yeah.
But I actually prefer that like strong flat
I
bottom.
love that too.
I have it also in my coaster caddy.
Yeah.
I did a back loop only so that, oh, y'all can't see it. There we go. I did a back loop only so that this is a nice crisp bottom here.
Yeah, nice 90-degree turn.
So it's an option.
fan,
It's
yeah.
an option. You don't have to do that. You can follow exactly what my Poppet Makes does. But I wanted,
Look at that.
I didn't think about this when I picked this image. There we go. I wanted a nice crisp change here. So this is a nice like floop, floop, very crisp change here. And so this is where I am with my basket and what I will be working on today.
I imagine the pattern is such that you could make it as wide or as narrow as you want it to be, as tall or as short. Like I could see making it really narrow, but making it really tall, and it would hold all of my cat wands because I always have wands.
would be
and I'm like,
so
where do I put them? I gotta
smart.
put them somewhere because if they're somewhere where the cats can get them, then they like mess with them all the time.
could.
I want to make like a little hanging tube for it.
You
hang it in a
could.
closet.
Absolutely.
And then I would know where they are all the time.
And then she uses single crochet because it's sturdier, gives a
Yeah.
nice sturdy shape
I like
and
that.
hold. And you'll use up your yarn.
yeah.
I've been tearing through the yarn in this basket.
Yeah.
And I have other yarn that's like on standby, like waiting for me to finish some cakes.
Beautiful.
Like just tons of yarn in here. So I have that green. I have a lot of this green, some orange, and then some like not quite white, and some grays that I'm just gonna use this and make a basket. So
I love that.
this is where I am
That's beautiful.
with mine. I love the way it's coming out. I was nervous
too.
about the color combo at first,
Yeah.
but for some reason it reminds me of like, I don't know, like candy. For some reason I think of candy when I look at it. I don't know.
I could see that. It's got like a fall, like a fall foggy day vibe to me.
It does. It's just
and I
like
really
it's
like
cozy.
It. Yeah, it's nice.
very cozy. I think that's why I think of like
Yeah.
I think of like cozy minty candy.
I
For some
really
reason.
love it. Even like if you were to stop now, you'd have a very nice like
Like
yarn
little
bowl.
tray.
Yeah, a little tray. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
what I'll be working on today,
That's
friends.
really
So I
cool.
hope that you can use this pattern to get rid of so much of your yarn. It's literally tearing through my yarn, and I am so excited to get this done. I'm probably going to go about this high.
I like
I
that.
like this basket, but I wanted something a little bit bigger. So this is already a bit bigger.
Because you probably want something that'll cover up more of the height of the skein.
Yeah, so it
that's
doesn't
fair.
quite get skeins like this. Cakes are fine, but skeins like this, it's not quite there.
Yeah.
And I wanted something a bit taller as well, like so bigger and taller.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what this is.
If you were doing a market, you could have baskets like this to separate out the items you're making for your market. And how cute would that be? Instead of getting like display things from like thrift stores or wherever, like you made the display, and then at the end you could sell it too. It's
You
like
could,
it's
you
like
could.
a meal, it's like Wonka, where it's like, and you can eat the plate. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. So I really hope that this could be an idea for y'all.
I love that.
I love this. Hello, Crochet Remedy. Hi. So I want to catch up on some of the comments.
Yes.
Renee loves your earrings.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, they're from Parlez-Vous Crochet. I've worn them before because I'm a big fan of the micro crochet. And you can see, oh, they have graphic. There we go.
Oh, wait. Let me move the
hold on.
graphic. Let me get the graphic out.
Pause.
Hold on. Let me get the graphic away.
And
Oh, almost.
like
There we go.
Yeah. You can see right here, they're like micro crocheted. And Parlez-Vous Crochet is who made them. I got them at SoCal Fiber Fair, and they're just really beautiful. She makes all different kinds of colors. Look how tiny all of her work is.
I know, it's incredible.
It's itty bitty. There's
I remember
fuzz.
when you wore them, and I was just like,
I love
that
it.
is so
I was
cool.
like, I want to do that.
No, I kind of want to get some like inexpensive hoops.
Yeah, just get them at a thrift store or get them like inexpensive somewhere, and then just go to town with this. And I love
cute.
it. It's so
so
beautiful.
cute. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Renee, thanks to Alexis opening her house. That's how I met both of you,
That's
and my
true.
world has grown exponentially since.
Oh, I did meet Renee the same day as you. So
Yeah,
yeah, I was like, how do we?
All these strangers in your home.
It was so fun.
I remember, like, I'm like, oh, I'm about to go meet a ton of people to go crochet. I really hope that this is legit, and I'm not like walking into like a cult or something.
I'm like, everyone have some punch.
Right? We're
I
like,
made it special.
So funny.
No, I know. Like, I was like, I can't believe I'm inviting people I've never met. But I'm like, okay. I was like, that's what the fiber community is. Like,
It is.
Everybody's like, oh, here's like tools you need. I don't need them anymore. Or here, try this. This is better. Have you tried these stitch markers? Have you tried this darning needle? Like, come over to us. I've invited to so many people's homes that I've never met. I don't know their
It's
last
so nice.
name.
It's nice. It's like
just
it's a mutual trust kind of thing.
Yes.
This is not to endorse going over to strangers' homes.
Yes, that's fair.
Definitely like use good judgment.
No Craigslist crochet.
No Craigslist crochet. But like, I don't know, maybe DM somebody on IG and it might be legit.
Exactly. I do try and post photos on IG of like, look at the 12 people smiling. We're all having a good time. The vibes are vibing. It's okay.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't think about that much that I went over to a stranger's home. Anyway, we're not gonna think about it too much. It was great. I'm so glad that we
I'm
met.
glad too. It was so it was good. It was good.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I want to go to the cuddling barn. You absolutely should, Renee.
Oh yes.
Roxana can't see the basket. The picture's in the way. I needed to get a smaller picture, but it's okay. We saw it. Hi, Romney. How are you? Okay. Hello, Tangled in Yarn Annette. Hello, friends.
I love the name Tangled in Yarn. That's such a cute like idea of just a person just being like, ah.
I know. That's what I
like
imagine
that.
every time I see your name, Annette, like Tangled in Yarn. I'm like, I can just
cute.
imagine like
Just,
being
like,
happy just in a
snuggly.
pile of yarn.
Yeah, I love that so much.
Okay, so I think that's all the like major announcements. Alexis, how many WIFs do you have?
Oh, let's see. Let me see. I have them conveniently located on my WIP list.
So friends, we have a new segment that's going to be part of our Stitches on Wednesday.
Yes.
Let's get that up. So now it is time, friends, to
Crown
the WIP Queen. So, Alexis, you can go first.
All right. And will you count along?
I will.
As I read them off. Okay. So my current WIPs, and that's works in progress. If you don't know the
Works in
lingo.
progress, you too.
Yeah. Yes.
Works in progress.
Yes. I'm working on the Yogi Girl by Studio Wow, the Spirited Away collection by Emmy Amour, the Ocean Top by Taller Celeste, Kai the Kappa by Little Crocheted Things, the Papel Picado by Gabby XOX, Springtime Strawflower Scarf by Schmevelin Wheeze. I love that name.
That is so fun.
Yeah. The Garden of Eels by me, Cat by me, and Chain of Hearts Plant by me. So those are my current WIPs that are like in, like my hooks in them.
Hooks in them.
Hooks in them. Hooks in Once you break ground in that yarn,
It's in. It's in.
Yeah.
So 9.
9.
You have 9.
I have 9.
Okay, are you
I had
ready?
a feeling that would be a big number, so I did my princess hair today just in case.
Just in case.
It'll transition into queen hair.
Okay,
Let's count
so I
yours.
have mine here.
All right, my fingers are ready.
I have one, the duffel bag. It's a pattern on Hobie. It's a double bag purse thing.
I like that.
The scrap yarn basket by My Poppet Makes. My mood tracker blanket by me.
Ooh, I like that.
The market bag by Stephanie Zed.
Yep.
Doodad blanket by Hooked on Sunshine.
Yep.
And Anchor by Humble Co.
You got 6.
I got 6.
So I think we know
I think we know
who the WIP Queen
who the
is.
WIP Queen is for this episode.
I do have to say, though, that a lot of my projects are small and a lot of yours are blankets, so don't get too comfortable
I know.
not being the WIP Queen. Blankets take a lot of
I
work.
was worried about that because I was like, man, I feel like Alexis will probably have a lot of amigurumi that she can
I
finish
will.
really quickly, and I literally have 1 year-long project.
Just so you know, I replaced those all with 2 more amigurumi. It's an exponential growth. Even when I sat down, I was like, I should put this on my WIP list today, and I was like, I can't add another thing before, like, literally since I've walked in the door.
You almost would have had 10.
I almost would have had 10.
No, like legit, I was
Yeah.
almost gonna add something onto my hook last night, and I was like, no, I can't be crowned. It's like, it's so funny because we were like, how are we gonna kind of frame this? Because it's not quite losing, like you're being crowned.
You're being crowned. Yeah.
For having the most whips.
Yeah.
So, I present to you, Alexis,
Thank you.
the crown of the WIP
Oh
Queen.
my god, it's beautiful. Sparkle, sparkle.
Sparkle, sparkle.
And in case you don't know, it's crocheted.
It's crocheted. The pillow is crocheted. I'll do this as you're putting it on.
Yes. Okay, let me untie it. I made it adaptable to all different hairstyles. I feel like Anne Hathaway in Princess Diaries.
I don't know what song this is, but
All right.
I dub you Alexis, the WIP Queen of
Thank
episode
you.
2 of the Summer Stash Bash.
Thank you. I will lead justly and calmly with my whips.
Alexis is our WIP Queen for episode 2 Stash Bash. Yay!
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. But it's not very heavy. It's acrylic yarn.
Yeah, it's acrylic yarn. Shout out to Remainders for all the jewels that I got for $1. It was great.
Yay! Here you go.
Thank you.
I guess the queen should hold that, right?
Yes. Just like this. Just like regal. I don't know, like what's a regal arm pose?
I don't know. I think that's fine. Yeah, there we go.
I love it. I love it. It'll go with everything I own. It's perfect.
So
Like that guy right here.
that we will be doing every Stitches episode.
Yes. We'll check in with our whips. We'll like celebrate the whips that have been finished. We'll celebrate the whips that are being added. Celebrate the whips yet to come.
Yet to come.
Whips of the future.
Yay! 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 So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this part of Stitches.
Yes, I hope so too. It's so fun.
You guys are hilarious. That is so cute. Hi, Keela. How are you? Okay, so what did you bring to crochet?
So I am still working on my Yogi Girl. I promised on the previous lives that I only work on her on live. So this is where she's at right now. She has a head optionally when I attach my own head.
I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail for last Stitches. It was so perfect.
That's also why I did my hair like this, because the pattern has a little bun on top.
So it's gonna be
And I was like,
perfect. We hope that you get to the bun and head portion
I
so you
think
guys can be
so.
twinsies.
I think so. And maybe I'll get like one leg done. We'll see. But like, I think for sure, no problem with the head.
Good.
Yeah.
Yay! Yay!
Yeah.
And then
What
I
are
have,
you working on today?
of course, my basket.
Yes,
I'm
I
gonna
love
work
that.
on my basket
Yes.
today.
I like that.
Cool. Yes. Let's crochet.
I like, what are you drinking though?
Oh! I'm drinking water.
Ooh, nice. I'm also drinking water. And then
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers to you. And then I have a little Pellegrino lemonade thing.
Fancy.
Just like
for our
something-
queens.
Yes.
Such a fancy. Only the fanciest.
Only the
drink.
fanciest Italian fruit juice.
Only
for
the
queen.
fanciest for the queen. I am drinking my water out of my BAM.
I love that.
Bam,
I love
bam.
an insulated
There we go.
tumbler. I love that height too. That's
It is
really
so
nice.
It is so nice. You
Yeah.
can get it in our store at Yarn Over Hook. I highly recommend it. I literally only drink out of this when I'm at home now because I really like the insulation.
I like that height because when you're driving, you know, sometimes the really tall ones, they almost feel like they want to fall out of the cup holder. So like that never has that problem.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
Oh, before we start crocheting,
yeah.
I have a gift for you because I'm a generous queen.
A generous queen.
All right, so on a previous episode of Stitches, we talked about my yarn Rolodex system where I just take the labels, some handy dandy packaging tape, and I tape pieces of yarn to it. So I can later look and be like, I'm looking for a shade of red that's a very specific shade of red, or I'm trying to color match. Or I can bring this to the store and color match there. So I keep it on this big chain so I can expand, buy more yarn. And I brought you your own little...
Yay! I can start my own Rolodex.
You can start your own yarn Rolodex and keep a little log of all the yarn you use.
And we can be twinsies.
Yeah! And it's big so you can add so many labels.
Oh,
like,
this is going to
I
be
have
so
tons
good.
of labels. It's only like a fourth of it.
I have my own like janitor key.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much.
It's like, and now like some monster will chase you and you'll be like, oh my god, I gotta find the blue yarn.
I gotta find the blue yarn. We should like
scary movie
I
tropes.
feel like we're gonna have to do something like that now for an ad for Yarn Overhook. Where's the blue yarn?
And it's like a video of like something unraveling in the background.
Like,
a frog is coming for you to frog your work. And you're like, I gotta find the right color.
We're gonna pen this.
Yeah,
like I kind of like that.
Actually, it's like really cute.
It can be like dark and it's like ribbit.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I like that so much. Okay, I'm like, that's too much, but I love it.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna give you one so you can organize your yarn, especially as we like leave Joann's and like who knows what's happening. You're gonna have to like try yarn from other places, bounce around more.
I won't be just using Big Twist.
Exactly. So you're gonna have to like go on a yarn journey, and now you'll have a way to keep track.
Thank you.
And you can keep like samples of the Big Twist. So when if it ends up coming out with Michaels or Kirshner's, you can be like, are these the same color or not?
True.
You'll be able to compare them.
True.
You'll have a little log of it.
No, this is gonna be perfect. Because after I'm done with my stash bashing, I am going to reorganize all of my yarn.
Yeah.
And I can then do that.
Exactly.
I can start this.
Yeah.
This is gonna give me even more incentive to like get through my stash and organize my yarn. Because
and if you like any of the colors when you finish up your stash, add them to it so you can later find a similar color or the same. It's been really helpful.
Thank you.
It's nice. There's a particular yellow. Oh, I'll show you. It's on here. It's discontinued.
Oh,
I'm so sad.
So now you have it like memorabilia.
Yeah, it's this one. It's Red Heart Citron Lemon. It's this particular one that's like soft. I think this is the Red Heart Soft.
It is Red Heart Soft.
Red Heart Soft. This shade of yellow is gone. It's my favorite yellow to use for like Sailor Moon hair and different things like that.
And like blonde. It is a perfect blonde.
Yeah, it's the perfect blonde for that. So now I use a different yellow, and it's not the same. This is Red Heart. Why you do me that way?
Why do you do this?
Why do you break my heart,
this?
Red Heart?
That's not very heart of you, Red Heart.
Not very soft either.
It's not very soft.
Not the
either.
same. But yeah, so it's in there. It's just in there now, and it's just not the same. And I look at it sometimes and miss it. But yeah.
Oh man. Okay, I'm excited. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe get like a little laminator.
That is nicer than packaging tape. Packaging tape, the down and dirty way. But like a laminator, or even if you have like a Cricut, if you printed your own labels that you tape the yarn onto, you could have the Cricut cut little slits in it, and you could just run the yarn through there. You wouldn't need tape at all. You just have to worry about the labels. You like maybe they would get ripped over.
Yeah, I think I want to laminate. I like how you have yours laminated.
Yeah,
because then it's like I feel like you've had this for a long time.
I have,
but it doesn't like look like they're degrading or anything.
Yeah, if I notice that they're ripping, I just put packaging tape up there, and then I hole punch through there. Because some of them do like this one. I learned at some point that you have to tape it before you hole punch it so that you don't risk ripping through the paper.
Oh, right.
It's been truly helpful in like everything, in color coding for everything.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, if you guys have a bunch of yarn that you want to catalog, that is a great way to do it. Yeah. A really awesome way to do it. I learned that from Alexis. So I'm excited to start my own. Yeah. Thank you. You are such a generous queen.
Ah, thank you. I want to bestow blessings upon my kingdom.
Yes, crochet blessings of sorts.
Yes.
That is so awesome. Okay. I'm crocheting a lampshade cover. Ooh, Roxanne, I feel like you're crocheting something new every time. Is this a gift or are you keeping it for yourself? Annette, I'm still working on C2C Super Mario Graphgan. How's that going? How far have you gotten? Roxanne, actually, I'm gonna crochet a bow onto a hair tie. Changed your mind. I have a Sailor Moon graph. Oh, you do, Annette? Did you post a picture? we would love to see. And then, hi, Galia.
I would love to see that too.
Oh, it's so exciting to see you together again. Oh, it was Galia. Oh, so excited to see you together again. Love both of your vibes. Wishing you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Yeah, they were the one who asked about you yesterday.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, well, I'll be here every other Wednesday, same time, starting now. We're going to be doing the WIP Queen ceremony, crowning the WIP Queen and everything.
Crowning the WIP Queen. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. As much as we did, fun. I love doing it.
I was like rapid sending her pictures like every time. This crown. Every time I did like a new round, and then like once I got to the jewels, I was like, oh, I can't show her till it's done. But I was so excited.
Maybe we should show them. We should show like the things.
Yeah, that's actually a fun
So
idea.
like these two are what you've made.
Yes. So I crocheted this scepter. It's full of like 6 dowels that are zip tied together, and that's what's making it rigid and hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. I didn't even know that. I thought it was one thick one.
No, I had like a bunch of them random because I've made like wands before.
Yeah.
For markets, and I had a bunch of thin ones, and I was like,
that is so smart.
So I just put them together and tied them, and then up here it's just all. I love this gold yarn.
It's so good. It's so nice. I have it right here.
Oh, I'm gonna order more of it too. I gave her one of the skeins because it's like, and just keep it, enjoy it. Like, keep the rest, use it for other projects.
I didn't buy this, so this is fine. This counts. This is okay.
It doesn't count. Yeah, I bought it a long time ago, and like I love it. I just order it from time to time, and it's the most buttery.
It
and,
is
like,
so soft.
The gold is so gold.
So pretty.
It's such a beautiful gold. And then I crocheted a little red amigurumi style ball orb, and then another one in blue, a little hat, little bump stitch.
A little hat.
Yeah, it's a little tiny hat. But it just came out really cool. I did use glue because that was just made sense in this moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, as I've said, I'm pro glue. But yeah.
It looks so
I'm very
good.
proud of that.
I love it so much.
And then I gotta show off your amazing.
Oh no, thank
Look
you.
at the little flag banner.
So these are the colors for Yarn Over Hook. So purple, brown, and blue.
I love it.
So we made a banner for the trumpet.
And it looks good on both sides.
Thank you. I tried.
I love that so much.
I tried.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I used the silk stitch corner to corner pattern that I really like. I need to post the pattern for that. I'll post it on Yarn Over Hook because it's a really good
gorgeous
corner to corner
texture.
pattern. So that's the silk stitch there. And then I made the pillow.
It's beautiful. Look at that gold edge she did. And it's the perfect size for the crown.
Thank you.
It's truly, it looks so cute.
Thank you. This is just 2 solid granny squares that I crocheted, put them together. And I did a single crochet join around so that we had like more of a 3D kind of thing. You know, like how you see pillows and it's wired on the edges.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's, there's a word for that trim and I can't think of what it's called, but I know the word because I know how to make it with like sewing machines.
Right. So I wanted to kind of emulate that. And then I actually,
it's perfect.
I did the crab stitch.
That I was gonna ask.
Ever done
I've done it. I did it one time when I made like a little like pocket, like a baby pocket, like a pocket for a baby to go in. I did the crab stitch to finish the end.
Isn't it incredible?
And it goes so fast and it's beautiful and it adds like
so
texture.
fun.
Yeah, I love it. I love the crab stitch.
So fun.
Yeah.
And I know that we had mentioned it, I think last week during one of the lives because it was featured in one of the crochet community dailies.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and try it. I did not think it would end up looking
it's beautiful.
As like
I
regal
recognized it
as this ended up looking. Like I love it, and so I ended up doing it on the border as well for the banner.
I love that.
So this blue is crab stitch too. You guys can actually see the colors better now.
It's so
it's blue,
cool.
purple, blue, brown, and purple, and the crab stitch border.
And the crab stitch is super accessible. It's not like a weird one. It's like shockingly when I learned
it's way easier than it looks.
Yeah, when I learned it for the first time, it was in the car on the way to give the person the baby pocket, and I was finishing the edge while my husband was driving, and I was like, I had to watch a video of how to do it, and I was like, okay, and then I did. And I was like, oh, this is so easy. And I just zipped it up.
Yeah,
it was great.
So it's just single crochet, and I'm going to actually film a short tutorial on it.
You should.
And post that this week so that you guys can see it. But it's just a single crochet backwards. Like you insert your hook back into the stitch before it as opposed to going forward, and you just do it like a regular single crochet, and it just turns in on itself and like gives that really nice kind of ripple.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's called, do you know why it's called a crab stitch?
No, why?
It's called a crab stitch because of how crabs walk.
Oh,
like how they can like walk backwards.
Oh, that's
like,
so good.
It's called a crab stitch because of that. You're like crabbing backwards.
I like that a lot. My husband's family's last name is actually Kavrolakis. That's like what Kavros is, and it means little crab, I think, in Greek. Yeah, so it's like the little Kavrolakis stitch. I like that. That's so sweet. I'll have to make something for my father-in-law.
Yeah, I was about to say, now you have to like use that stitch and like, tell them why it's called that. So
that. That's really cool.
Yeah, so we made all the things for this, friends. What is it? Can it crochet?
It's like will it blend, but like will it crochet?
There we go.
Like,
will it crochet?
Will it crochet? Yeah, I like that. It doesn't quite make sense the way it's phrased, which makes it funnier.
Right.
You know, I like that a lot.
So like this was something like we would ask each other during the Stitches episodes, like, oh, how many WIPs do you have, and blah blah blah. And then finally we were like, oh, you know what? We should maybe like have like a crowning ceremony or something. And we both, I think it was during a live.
Yeah.
And we both were like,
that's a good idea.
Oh, we have to commit to this now.
Yeah.
And so, like, we got in the group chat with the team, and we were talking it out, picking the crown, like, all sorts of things. And then, like...
And then we added a scepter. And then we added a scepter. The crown has to sit on something.
And then we added a pillow. And then we're like, well, we need a trumpet. And then, well, the trumpet needs a banner.
I'm so glad I was able to find a trumpet.
And I just spray painted it gold.
Exactly.
Like, this is, like, what committing to the bit looks like, friends. Like, if you need anybody to help you commit to a bit, like, we got you.
Yeah.
we will help you out.
Someday we'll crochet, like, a long velvet cape with, like, a white
I feel like we need, like, a whole everything. Like, it's just I'm going to let you guys know, like, this is going to get bigger. Like, the graphics are going to get more obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's just a warning that we are going to fully commit to
I like that so much.
And there'll probably be like pop-ups of like Queen Alexis over here, Queen Sam. We have ideas. We have ideas.
It's gonna be so fun.
I'm so sorry, guys. Let's see. I finished a project, not sure what to work on. Oh, you finished it, Michelle? Did you post pictures?
Ooh, I'd like to see.
Hi, Puro Crochet. Hi, guys from Brazil.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Angela. How are you? Hi, Ava. Hi, Lori. So what did you guys bring to crochet? What did you guys bring to work on?
Yes.
This is so much fun. I'm so glad.
I'm glad you're having fun.
Mars, I love the crab stitch. I'm just like,
this is
like my new favorite border.
Yeah, I like eat it up. It's so
anything
nice.
I make now that needs a border that's not like an intricate like scallop border or something, like I'm gonna be doing the crab stitch.
And it's not a yarn eater.
No, it's not.
It's just pretty because I love a scallop. I love like the fan, but they're yarn eaters.
They're yarn eaters. Yeah. It's 5 double crochet in one. But like this is like firm. It gives like a really nice. So what I did, especially with this and the banner, is that I did a row of single crochet around first.
That's what I did when I did it too. Yeah.
And then I did the crab stitch, and it's easier to work into. Yeah. So that's something. I don't know if there are any tips like that I've seen. That was just like my instinct.
That was
I was like, I feel like, see, look at us.
We know what we're doing.
What, did we crochet or what? Okay. Anyway.
Like, I need like a sparkle to be like, shing, shing.
Yeah, like, come on now. Look at us. So like my instinct was like, I need something smooth to crochet into because I'm going to be going backwards. So I want some consistency in my stitches. So like on the banner, it was like double crochets and single crochets all on the edges because I had done a silk stitch. Turning chains, like blah, blah, blah. So it was mad inconsistent. So I went back with single crochets around to make it consistent. When I did the pillow, I joined it with single crochets, so then it was single crochet around.
Yep.
And then on the corners, I actually just did a regular chain as opposed to the crab, so that I could attach the tassels.
I love the tassels.
Thank you.
Oh, they're so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then on here, on the banner, actually, I did a half double crochet crab stitch.
Oh my gosh.
I just did, I was like, I was like, can I do that with a half double crochet? And it does. It works.
Innovator.
This is it here, right
Women
here.
in STEM.
Women in STEM.
Yeah. I love it. It's brilliant because like you made it up. Maybe it exists. Who knows? It doesn't matter because it also came from your mind.
Yeah, and it's just like I was just really excited about it because I wanted a nice corner for the banner.
Yeah, it looks good to have that point.
And I was like, let me just try it. I'll just try and see if you can do it with a half double crochet. So I'm gonna do some research. There might already be something like that out there. If not,
you gotta. If it's not, you gotta name it.
Right? Did I invent a new
exactly? Because you know sometimes they have fun names like the Marguerite stitch, the star stitch. It could be like the Sammy stitch because that sounds.
Oh my god! Not after me. Oh gosh, no. That would be so embarrassing. But I mean, if you insist.
I think it'd be good. It's got a nice ring to it. It's got a nice ring to it.
So yeah, I don't. If you guys haven't tried out the crab stitch, I do plan on starting a series of borders and edges for crochet tutorials, because I feel like oftentimes we do like the go-to, there's simple ones, the picot, like the scallop, like those are like go-tos.
Yeah.
I've seen more and more of the crab stitch, and it is beautiful, and I feel like the more that people know that it's mad approachable and that it's super, super easy, that will become more popular. And like the spike stitch, I think that's a popular border stitch.
Oh, I like the spike stitch. That's pretty.
Yeah, that one's really pretty. So yeah, keep an eye out. I am very excited to do like borders and edges for a while.
There's that one that I can't remember what it's called, but I've done it once, where you make it so that yarn comes out and then twists against itself, and then you end up having tassels that run along. Yeah. But I can't think of what the name of that one is.
I have no idea what it's called.
But I've done it once.
But it's fun.
Really
you like
cool.
pull up and then you like twist,
and then you go back down and it catches itself. Yeah, it's really cool looking.
It is. It is super, super cool. What is your favorite kind of border or edging to do?
Probably the crab stitch currently. Yeah? That's what I'm like the most enamored with. I really love the crab stitch.
It is fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, I really like it. And like I love picot as well, but sometimes it's hard to have all my picots in exactly the same way, and sometimes that just annoys me. I'm like
consistency in my stitches is a huge thing, and like I feel the same way with my picots. Yeah. I'm like, I will go back if it's not the same height.
Some are like
and the density. Some of them are because they're like this. They're like squished up like chains. So and sometimes they're leaning this way. Sometimes they're leaning this way.
It's like your chains had better be the exact same size, or they're gonna really notice.
One's gonna be like this. Yeah. The other one's gonna be like this.
It's like one's like picot and the other's like picot.
Because that's exactly what I hear when I do my picot.
Nobody else but other people in Fiverr would laugh.
I know. I feel like this is such an inside joke.
It's like everybody out there who's done picot knows this experience. Like,
if you haven't done it, you'll notice your picot versus picot.
Yeah.
You'll notice.
It's like your picot versus like your p-bro.
I'm a picot.
Like, do you even picot, bro? Do you?
Oh gosh, I'm never gonna look at picot stitches the same way again. Oh, my stomach hurts. Okay. Phew. Oh man. Let's see. I posted Sailor Moon. I'm still working on it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna check. Your crochet is beautiful and perfect. Thank you so much, Pro Crochet. Lynn, ooh, the CME stitch. Guys,
it's happening already. It's disseminated into the world. Spread it.
Hi, Lindsay. How are you doing? What'd you bring to crochet? What'd you bring to drink? Okay. Oh, let me open yarn over hook. I'm like out of breath from laughing so hard. Oh my gosh.
Ever since you showed me how to make it a icon on my phone screen, it's so easy peasy.
Yarn over hook?
I open it all the time.
Yes.
I used to go through the browser, but now it's just like right on my home screen. I'm like, boop.
Yes. Yeah. So I know that like we are on the browser. Like Yarn Over Hook is in the browser. An app is coming. It's not. I mean, honestly, it's not gonna be super soon. But it is something. It's hard. It's hard. It's not super easy to make an app and to make one that, like, me and the team, like, we're family. I don't know if you guys know that Yarn Over Hook is family owned and operated. And all of us are very type A. And we are all very particular about how things go. And when we do make an app, because this won't be an if, it'll be a when. It needs to be like top tier. It needs to be good. So it's going to take time. However, with how smartphones are getting, you can make a web browser page into an app to put on your phone. Depending on the phone, there are different ways to do it. So definitely Google your phone and like how to make a web browser and app.
It's super easy. It's iPhone,
so easy. Yeah. It's so easy. And you can make Yarn Over Hook an app on your phone. And do that for the time being. So we all have yarn overhook apps
Yeah,
on
it's
our
like
phones.
right there. Click it and it opens
has its own
immediately.
little icon. It'll
Yeah.
open immediately. So if you do want an app for yarn overhook, that is the workaround for right now.
I recommend it. It's really nice. Ever since I switched that, it's so easy to just like pop in, like post things I'm working on, respond to people. It's really lovely.
It's so
Yeah.
nice. It's so nice. So I highly recommend doing that. Taylor, your blanket looks amazing so far. She is doing the alpine stitch.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, absolutely
I love
gorgeous.
the color combination you did.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It's like coffee with like foam on top.
Because what is your third color? Is it green? Is that what your third color
that sounds
is?
nice.
It's so cozy.
Look at how beautiful and light that looks.
Isn't it so cozy?
It's
so
really
cozy.
lovely.
Rachel, I don't know if you're here, but this looks so good.
Oh,
Rachel is
look
the
at
hexagon
that.
cardigan queen.
I love that. I love a hexagon cardigan.
Look.
Oh, that's cute. This I love that.
And this looks so good. I
That's
can't
so
wait to see it fully
sweet.
crocheted.
I love Sailor Moon so much.
Are you doing this for a gift or for a friend? Michelle, the bag looks so good.
Oh, wow. The handles are lovely.
Oh, this is like perfect.
I really like that a lot.
And see, I have a bunch of t-shirt yarn that I need to use. We were talking about this yesterday. So Michelle actually used a solid base.
Oh.
Yeah, let me show you.
So did you put like cardboard or?
Yeah, you can like get them done with the holes already in it.
Oh, I've seen. Oh, yeah. I know of like a team who does that, who makes those little plastics with a little hole, and then they also make. I'll have to bring it in a future live.
Oh, I would love to see it.
I have this. I don't have the plastic, but I have another yarn they make that's like I don't want to say it's plastic because acrylic yarn is plastic, but it actually like looks like plastic, but it's pliable and soft, and you can use it to make like I want to use it to make little like a holder for my razor in the shower because it won't like mold or
that's
anything.
so nice.
I think it'd be so interesting.
Yeah, that would actually be
I'll
really
bring it in. I'll
cool.
bring it in. They're like I've seen those plastic plates that have the holes, and they're so cool.
Let me go to your profile, Michelle, because you had posted a picture of all of them. Yeah, I think it's genius. And then Michelle shared the link on Yarn Overhook. So if you guys
love
are
it.
interested in getting those bottoms, those solid bottoms, definitely check out that link.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, here they are. This is a bunch of like,
Oh,
it
I
looks
like that. They're all different shapes.
all different shapes.
Oh, that's really nice. Oh, those are really nice. They're like a little like soft, pliable, but firm enough bottom material. I like that little purse too.
I know,
Little
it's
pouch.
super, super cute.
Just cute stuff.
Hi, Brunette Sinclair. How are you?
Let's see. When you do, when a pattern tells you to do decrease, do you always have a decrease you prefer to do? Because I almost always do invisible decrease.
Oh, I always do invisible decrease. I always do. I think I've only ever experienced invisible decrease.
Yeah.
When I did, because my Totoro is the first amigurumi that I've ever done.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I say that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my first ever amigurumi.
Yeah.
And
You went big. You were like, I'm not starting small.
I did. That's why I'm like surprised that this was like my first one.
It's
but like
beautiful to
when I look
even.
at my things, I'm like, yeah, I actually think this was my first one.
Yeah.
I learned invisible decrease from this pattern.
Yeah.
So she was like, do an invisible decrease. This is what I recommend. And then did it.
Yeah.
Because like to get the shape of his head, you have to decrease a little bit on the specific
And you
side.
see it otherwise. Yeah,
and you
I
would
agree.
see it.
It is my preference too. What about when it's something that you're going to see both sides of? What's your thought then? Because invisible decrease does show on one side a little bit.
Oh, then you just do a single crochet two together.
Yeah, that's what your preference would be to do that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I would say too. If you're going to see it from both sides, that's how I would do
Yeah, a
things.
single
Yeah.
crochet two together
Yeah.
decrease would be the best bet because it'll look the same on both sides.
That makes sense. I was curious, since I mostly do amigurumi, I mostly do pieces that you only see one side
Right,
of.
right,
It
right.
just doesn't come up as much for me. So I was
Yeah.
wondering what like you, the expert, would like say.
Because I'm trying to think what I've done. A single crochet decrease. I've done like double crochet decreases in order to like make like taper something
Yes.
like for a top.
Yeah, yeah.
I think so, like
Yeah,
to
'cause
make
it
a
would have that
V-neck.
nice. It would like tighten it in.
Yeah,
a nice way. I've done
I think
that
that's
for.
where I've done
that for like necks on stuff too. When
Yeah.
I've done like wraparounds.
right,
Yeah.
right. Like I'm pretty sure I've done a decrease stitch there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've done. Oh, I have. I do a single crochet two together. I actually just did it yesterday.
Oh, for that.
Yeah, I did it here to keep the corner crisp.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so like what you would do is when you have a corner for crochet,
Yeah.
typically if it's like this part is straight and then you like went on ahead and crocheted up. This part ends up being a little round and
a little
wonky.
funny. Yeah.
And so what you could do is do a round of single crochet if you wanted to, just normal.
Yeah.
And so like down here you'd put 1, and then in the corner you'd put 2.
Yeah.
If you come back around, you single crochet 2 together.
Oh, so
the first stitch and the other stitch, and you skip it.
That's such a good idea.
And that'll
I
tighten
have
it.
that. I like that a lot.
And I did it for my crochet for my granny bag, my granny square bag, the rainbow one.
Yeah.
In order to keep that corner crisp, I did a single crochet 2 together.
Yeah, I love it. And that's why I love like the back loops. Like I love like those edges that you can get even though it's soft yarn. It's
it's like some really nice sharp edges.
That's so cool. I'm gonna have to try that when I do a corner another time.
Yeah, I like it. I like doing that. Like you could do 3 together as well. If you did a single crochet 3 together. So if you have that corner and you have 1, 2, and 3. When you come back around, you can single crochet all 3 of those together to get a sharper edge as well.
That.
Like different ways to kind of do that. And then like on the opposite, like on the flip side, if you're crocheting around a corner this way, you would just do 3 single crochet.
And increasing it. Yeah. I like that. Like the concave versus convex corner. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
I posted some of my amigurumi.
Peru
Crochet, what are you working on? We are crocheting an amigurumi yogi doll.
I am.
And a scrap yarn basket.
I can show you. This is a picture of what it's going to look like when it's done.
Yay! And then there is linked in the description what she's working on. So if you guys are interested in this pattern,
and you want to see it in color as well, it's a great pattern. I found out, so on the drive here, I was talking to Andrew about it, and he was like, why do you keep saying yogi on the phone? Because he's used to the word yoga. And I was like, I don't know. That's what the pattern's called. So then he Googled it for me. And yoga is the practice of like stretching for spiritualism, right?
Yeah,
and
yogi is the person.
Yeah, yogi's the person. I didn't know that. I was just like, oh, we just called that. But yeah, so this person is very experienced in yoga. She is a yogi.
Oh, that is so funny. I didn't realize. Yeah, because I've been calling her yogi girl.
Yeah, and that's
you've
what
been
the
saying
pattern,
yogi girl. That is so funny.
That's what it's called. But I just didn't realize that was why it was called that. I just had no idea.
Look, Annette.
Oh, look at the Winnie. Oh my gosh, the Eeyore.
So cute. I know the Eeyore.
Is the tail removable?
Is it like? Did you make the tail removable?
That's so cute.
Cuties.
Which one's your favorite? Mine's Eeyore, but like, so
I love
cute.
Eeyore too.
I love it. So cute. Oh, that's really
the
cool.
Deadpool is so fun.
His little pouches look perfect. Oh, look at their skirts and little bunnies. Wow, you have incredible stitch evenness. Like your tension is amazing.
So consistent.
Really good.
So consistent in that. It looks
I love
so
that.
cute.
That's so cool.
I love your backgrounds on how you're taking their pictures.
Ooh, I didn't even look. I was so distracted by
like look at the dragon.
Oh, yeah, that looks so cool.
And then the Winnie the Pooh characters.
Oh, I love it. Oh, forest.
Like on little rocks in a forest with the mountains.
That's really cool.
And that is so beautiful. Deadpool is my own pattern. That's your own pattern?
Wow.
That looks incredible.
Those pouches are really cool. They're just like such a small detail that just like you look like you could go into them and put things in there.
No, the detail is really, really good.
I love that. Amazing.
Oh, that's so fun.
Great proportions on it too, because sometimes like things go off the walls with proportions with dolls.
Right. Yeah. Really good proportions.
That looks really good.
Hi, Demi. How are you? What are you crocheting? I feel like I haven't seen you in so long, Auntie. How are you doing? Yes, and they open. They do open.
No, that's so. Do you put anything in them? Like, have you
Does he have like little tools?
Anything to go in there?
Oh, that is so cool, Annette.
I'd love to see.
And that says Winnie the Pooh is her favorite.
I love that. So, did you see the live action movie of Winnie the Pooh that came out years and years ago? Like maybe like
it was so sweet.
It was so sweet.
It was so sweet.
Oh, I love that.
So pretty, Annette. Really, really pretty.
To get my stuffing. My handy dandy polyfill. I gotta put a little more polyfill.
Are you making her extra firm?
I am making her extra firm so that she can have a nice structure and stay like still.
Stay stood.
Yeah, since she's not gonna be like a cuddly piece, she's gonna be like a display piece.
Right.
You know, I want to give her a nice firm structure, nice strong shoulders. I accidentally already made the neck so small that I'm like, trying to get in there. I can do it, but it's just like, I wish I had done this 2 rounds ago.
Oh, it's Wednesday, so let me ask our friends, how many WIPs do you guys have?
Oh, yes. Is anybody out there competing with me for crown?
I know. Is anybody competing?
Yep.
Because how many did you have? 9?
9.
So we'll make that one
Yeah.
the last one. 9 plus. We'll see, or 10. Because they would have to have 10 to be.
Yeah, 10 to dethrone me.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
This looks so good.
It looks so good. It looks so good.
Sometimes I'm sure like my husband hears me crocheting like in another room and I'm just quietly going like, this looks so good to myself like over and over again. Just like, I'm like, this looks really good.
Works in progress. Do you have?
We should have like a whiff for like works in future, like things you plan on making. Like what's your whiff list?
I thought that you had said
Early-
wish in
progress. Oh, I like
think
that.
is
Did I
what
say
you had
that?
used last time.
Maybe I like that.
But
Wishes
works
in
in future. I think I like wish in progress.
Wish in progress. I like that. Wish in or work in processing. Like we're
Work-
processing it, but that sounds like more computery and not
It
as
does
fun.
sound really like techie.
Yeah, we'll work
We'll
on it.
workshop
We'll figure
it.
it.
We'll
Yeah, I
workshop
like
it.
that. We'll workshop the works.
Okay, so we'll say 1 to 4 for the first one. 5 to. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You should have a
9.
category
We'll do
just
5
for
to 10.
one, because what if someone only has one? Unless you like to only have like the poll have like.
I
2 or
hope
3
that you guys
options.
have more than one.
I think it's
but we'll
really
put
nice
one.
to have
We'll put
multiple
one.
projects.
Okay, and then 2, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. So we'll do 2 to 5,
I like this poll.
and then 6 to 9, and then 10 plus. I wish I could put emojis so that you can like dethrone Alexis. And then whoever you are, you need to say who you are.
Yes.
How many whips works in progress do you have? 1, 2 to 5, 6 to 9, or 10 plus? Rock the vote, friend.
Rock the vote. Put your hook
Whoa,
in the
whoa,
vote.
whoa. Annette said 12.
Annette. Are we gonna have a civil war? What's happening here? Wait, we have to be in the same kingdom. Well, I guess you'd be in the kingdom of yarn over. Wait,
Bum,
let's-
ba, bum.
Do-do-do. Honorary.
Annette. Honorary. Here we go.
I like that.
Honorary.
We'll
whip.
do it together.
Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it together.
You can crochet your own crown if you want. This pattern, we both found it online just by
We
looking up
did.
free
We
crochet
happened
crowns.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've made it before for markets. It's a one continuous piece when you make it the way the pattern is written. But I added the ties in the back so that we could have like different hairstyles. But it's a really great crochet pattern. It's like 3 or 4 rounds, and it's so fast. And it just, it's a great yarn buster in a way. You can use whatever color you want it to be. I think Sammy's looking for the name of it right now.
Yeah, I'm
And,
trying to
like,
get it up right now.
Even if you search free crochet crown pattern.
It's in our chat.
Yeah. Oh, it's in the chat. That's right, because we were discussing which one to
Cheryl
use.
Bennett
Cheryl Bennett.
is the pattern.
It's
right? This one?
That's exactly it.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
And it's fantastic. A great pattern.
I'm going to put it in our chat.
Perfect. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I'm going to make myself one out of cotton and not put like jewels on it. And I'm going to use it when I wash my face and I don't want to get my hair wet. I know. Isn't that? And then I can make little matching cuffs if I want, like
You
for wristlet.
could.
Yeah, you could. It'd be so cute.
That is
Wash your
so
face like a
cute.
queen.
Yes. Crown
That's what I did
pattern.
for the art walk last year. I had some in acrylic and I had some in cotton. And I was like, you can use it to hold your hair back when you wash your hair. Wash
Oh
your
my
face.
gosh. That is so smart.
Because I hate that feeling of like when you're washing your face and you get like dribbles down your arm and you're like, ugh. It's like, I don't know why. But
No,
like,
I don't like it
me.
either. I don't like it either. Hi, Jenny. How are you?
Gonna get out my handy dandy little scissors.
Oh, Annette, I've made a crown for my granddaughter.
Oh, that's
Sweet.
nice.
A lot of the patterns that I came across when I was looking for crochet crown was meant for kids.
Yes, yeah. This one you can make. It comes in 2 sizes, I think, but you can make it whatever size you want it to
Mhm.
be. Yeah. So it's nice because I think it has you start with a chain stitch, but you could swap that out easily for the foundation chain that like now I'm like a big fan of. That makes it so much easier.
Oh my gosh, I have a
finally, like-
question for you.
Yes.
Because we talked about this yesterday.
Yes.
When you do a foundation chain that's like not a single crochet.
Yes.
But like maybe a half double, but a double and a treble.
I've done it for half double, yeah.
Do you count the first chain as a stitch? or do you not? Because how many chains do you start with for your half double foundation? 2 or 3?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, well, again, like, I'm so novice at the foundation chain, so I feel like when I did half double, I started with 2 chains.
Oh, okay, so then you probably don't count it.
Yeah, I don't count it. But like, if I were to do a bigger one, I would start with 3 chains. If I were to do like a double, yeah, exactly.
So you would start with 3 for a double.
Yeah.
Do you think you would count that as a stitch, or do you think you would leave it?
I feel like I would leave it because it wouldn't have the plumpness that I'm looking for, but it would kind of just depend on the situation. What do you do?
I count it because it comes out more if I don't. It sticks out a little bit because of how I do my turning chains for the following rows.
Yeah.
I do a stacked single crochet so my edges are very straight. And if I don't count that turning chain as a stitch, then it ends up being the only bump in my project.
Oh, that would drive me nuts. Okay,
I
then
know.
I'm sure I would.
I want you to try and then tell me, because like when I went on Reddit to look this up, it was discourse in Reddit, in Crochet Reddit. They were like
backslash
no,
crochet.
Yes, they were like, no, it doesn't count. Yes, it does count. How dare you count it? Like, no, but how do you not count it?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, and so then I had to try it myself.
Yeah. And
I noticed as I was doing, because I don't do a regular like chain 3 or chain 2 turning chain for the rest of my rows, I noticed that it was sticking out. It's just like a little like boop.
Yeah, and it's really annoying. I totally understand what you're saying. Like, I can picture it now, and I'm like, oh, that would happen. I just haven't done a lot of foundation chain work because I've only recently converted to that is the superior way to do things.
It's just superior way.
It's one of those things where it's like when you're learning a technique, and then you're like, suddenly, like, someone's like, hey, there's a new technique to do that better, and I'm like, oh. Like, give me some time to say goodbye.
Yeah. Because when I first learned how to do a foundation starting chain, like a chain, I think a lot of people call it chainless foundation. Ooh. I just say like the stitch in foundation, but chainless foundation.
Yeah. Chainless
makes
foundation?
Sense because you're not chaining.
Yeah.
Like there is a chain still there because you kind of like simulate it by the technique, but it is technically chainless.
Yeah.
So when I first came across a chainless foundation, it was like right before I actually started doing tutorials for Yarn Over Hook. And I was like, oh, I have to make a tutorial on this. And so I did the single crochet. And I was like, can you do it for other stitches? And I was looking it up and it was becoming more popular. And I was like, oh, I have to do some tutorials for this. And so I did it for single crochet and double crochet. And then I was like, can you do it for half double? And I found one for half double. So I did one for half double and then I did one for treble. And for the treble and for the double, I absolutely have to count it.
Oh, yeah.
And then
so it just gets worse and worse, the size.
It really does.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like you have to count it.
Yeah.
But like, I think it was Michelle? No. Mars? I think it was Mars. I don't think Mars is here. Is Mars here? I thought I said hi to Mars.
We have to do attendance.
I know, I feel like I have to have like attendance for you guys.
I like that. But I like knowing who's here. It's so fun. I like to tell you, I saw your stuff on Yarn Over Hook and I loved it.
Oh, right. I do. I love knowing when you guys are here. But I know that some of you guys watch on TV and you can't type it. I wish YouTube. I wish you had a way that you can type better on TV because I want to talk to my friends. So Mars was saying that she had messed up on her pattern because she counted her foundation chain, her chainless foundation chain double crochet, like she counted it as a stitch. And so she was like, why do I have an extra stitch in my project?
Yeah.
And so she frogged it and realized that she had counted it as a stitch. Yeah. And so then that's what got us on the conversation yesterday.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
On like, do you count it as a stitch or not?
Yeah, I mean, like I've only done it a few times, so I'm just not a good resource for this. But I don't think I counted it, but it sounds like if it's small scale, like low level stitches, like single crochet, half double, it doesn't come up as much. Right. So I could see like why it would be a problem. Right. I mean, absolutely for like a triple crochet, you'd have to count it because it'd be flopping out.
It's going to be flopping out.
I can picture it's just getting exponentially worse.
And when we did a poll yesterday, it was almost split. It was like almost split on people who count it and people who don't. So I find that very interesting, especially because this technique seems new.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I feel like, of course, because in very much like crochet community fashion, like we can't agree on on one thing.
If we can't even agree on yarn over or yarn under, not even the very fundamental of how do I stick this in and then wrap this bit of yarn. I'm just like, no.
Because there was something else. Mars, yes, I'm here, present.
All right, I'm gonna check you off in the attendance list. Let's see, right here,
Our queen is gonna mark you present.
All right. Let's keep it together. Stop the rabble rousing.
Yes, Your Majesty. Annette, let's see. At the corner, I do standing stitches. Oh, for your crown? Hi, Lisa. How are you? Michelle, I made a crown for my nephew with crochet jewels.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you have a picture, Michelle? I'd love to see.
Did you crochet the jewels or did you crochet
yes,
on
did
jewels?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm curious about. Because have you ever crocheted beads onto things?
No.
I want to because I've seen it.
Like I really want to make that anxiety
cool.
blanket.
Oh,
The one that's like
the weighted,
so heavy, like the
so
heavy
nice. How
blanket.
do you wash it? Do you just like hand wash it?
Oh no!
Like, does that ever come up? When I mean, like really, like crochet stuff. Like
when do you wash it?
Technically, wool is antibacterial, and you can just like let it air out. So if you use wool, like even for like wearables that get smelly, you just let it air out, and it just kind of cleans itself. Just like. That's just a part of the wool journey. But I'm sure with acrylic blankets, you could just soak them with some like gentle wash. And like
I honestly just throw my acrylic blankets in the washing machine.
That's
every
very
now
fair.
and then, and I throw them in the dryer. It softens them and makes them really nice.
You could probably put it in a dryer bag if it had the beads on.
You probably could. I feel like it would be so heavy.
I feel like it might be heavy for the machine, yeah.
See, now I don't know if I want to make one.
No, you should. Just wash it more carefully. Wash by hand. Lay it out to dry.
Ugh, I feel like it would take for so long.
Lay it out to dry when we have the Santa Ana winds and it's like hot and dry.
Right, true.
That's when I clean my vacuum filter. it's like because I have 4 pets, so I vacuum every day.
Yeah.
So I clean it when we have the Santa Ana winds because then the filter dries like instantly.
That's so
otherwise
smart.
the vacuum's out of commission too long.
Yeah, it's just like it seems like it's a lot to do the beaded blanket. But yeah, Michelle, how did you? Everything was yarn.
That's so cool.
That is so cool. Yeah, if you have a picture, I would love to see.
I love to see things that aren't typically crocheted, and you're like, I'm gonna make that out of crochet. That's like Willy Crochet.
Willy Crochet.
Yeah, let's do it.
Demi calls the foundation row. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Lisa, I am working on crocheting a granny square for a baby blanket. I'm going around. That is what. Wait. As I went. Oh, okay. You're crocheting in the tails as you go. Is that what you're saying? Michelle, I always mark my first stitch on the chainless foundation. So, but which is your first stitch? Like the first stitch that you make in the chain or the chain?
Like the turning chain?
Yeah, which is the first stitch that you count, Michelle? Roxana, see you later.
Bye.
Sonia, hello. Oh, I like standing stitches for starting the next round in the granny square. I love a standing stitch. That one I also have on my docket for, is that correct? Docket?
Yeah.
On my list of videos to make because I did a standing double crochet for this.
Yeah.
And it's like so nice to do that.
I'll be first in line to watch that video because I have zero idea what you're talking about.
Oh,
I don't know what a standing stitch is. Unless I know what it is and I just don't know what it's called.
But I actually don't know. Show you with something.
You can always show me in a future episode.
Yeah.
Be like, Alexis' standing stitch tutorial. Or not tutorial, but like mine being tutored by the tutor in a tutorial about it. Like tutelage me.
Yeah, I will. So basically you get the yarn on your hook and you just do a double crochet. That's it. That's all it is.
Oh.
Yeah. So once it's on your hook, you just wrap it. You have to hold it really nice and tight so it doesn't unravel. And you just do it like a regular double crochet.
Oh.
So that's why it's called the standing double crochet because it's singular. It's a singular one that you just did as opposed to inserting your hook into your project, chaining 2 to get your hook up.
Yeah.
You do a standing double crochet.
Okay, then I do know how to do that, and I do like that too. Yeah. I do think that looks very good. I just don't know the names. I didn't know the name of that one at all. Yeah. Or I probably was making something with it, and then I was like blasting through the instructions to like see what to do, and then I like didn't read what it was called. It just didn't clock,
yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't like.
I had learned it from my doodad blanket.
Yeah. I can't wait to do that.
I can't wait for you to do it. I can't wait for you to do it. I really want to finish mine. I might work on it today, actually, like later today.
I'm gonna try and finish my kappa. I think it's Kai the Kappa for my list, like the little Kappa the Coup. I'm gonna work on that today after I get home and try and finish it. Try and knock something off my WIP list.
I know, 9 whips, Alexis.
I know.
I was surprised to have less than 7. I feel like I've been like coasting at 7 for so long.
Yeah, that's like your sweet spot.
It is.
We can find out what our sweet spots are after like a year of like doing this. We'll be like, oh, we really like cruising at like 9. Like that's our average. Our average number of whips.
It's 9.
It's 9. It's fine.
I know,
it's 9.
when I was like going through like how many crochet projects do I have, I know I will always have at least one because I have a year-long project. My mood tracker
blanket. Yeah.
So I have a year-long project, which I'm catching up on, friends. Yeah. I'm catching up on it.
Do you just write down what the mood is every day, and then when you catch up to it later, you write it down? Or not write down. When you catch up to the blanket, you do it. Yeah.
And I just mark it off on my list. Yeah. But I keep track.
Yeah.
So that I don't fall behind and I don't know like what I did.
Yeah. That's very fair.
Yeah, so I keep track of it. It's what I did for my last mood tracker blanket.
Yeah.
I was falling so far behind. And then there were even days I had to go back and look at my calendar to see and like try to remember that day.
Yeah.
And so because of that, like now I mark it at the end of the day so that I can like fully remember like honestly like how was my day.
And do you change the stitch type for the mood or the color for the mood?
It's just the color.
That's nice.
Yeah, the stitch type corresponds to the day.
Oh, nice.
And then the color changes for the mood.
So like every Monday is like a whatever stitch and every I love that.
Every Wednesday is a half double, every Thursday is a bobble and single or a puff and single, and then every Thursday is a linked double. Every Friday I already said that. Every Thursday is a bubble, a bobble, a puff, and a single. Every Friday is a linked double. Every Saturday is a cross double.
I like cross doubles. That comes up in this crown. That's up here. There's cross doubles like it's like the second row.
Yeah, like between the jewels.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the way it looks.
I love it too.
And then every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday is a moss.
What is your hardest day of all those stitches? Which one do you think is like the one where like
that takes the longest?
Yeah,
it's the puff and single.
That would make sense.
It takes so long.
And it's a yarn eater.
It's a yarn eater.
The puff.
And it takes so long because I often miss a stitch.
Yeah.
And I have to frog it and go back. I really have to pay attention to that row.
That's hard because you know when the puff's like extra wide, it like leans over that stitch and you're like, there's nothing there. There's nothing to see here.
Right. That stitch is like this.
Yeah. And just like I know that struggle of working with puff stitches and like bobbles and like how they will hide the next one, and it's so hard.
Yeah, so I'm always having to frog that row and like take my time. And then the moss stitch, of course, is just super easy because it's just single crochet and chain.
Yeah.
So that one always goes by very, very quickly. So like when I'm trying to catch up, I'm like, Samantha, just get through these 4 days.
Yeah.
The half double doesn't take too long, and a linked double doesn't take too long.
Yeah.
Oh no, the cross double. The half double and the cross double, so my Wednesday and my Saturday don't take too long, but man, that Thursday and Friday, the bobble or the puff with the single and then the linked double takes me so long. It takes me so long. And that's honestly, I blame that as to why it was so easy for me to fall behind, because when those days would come up, I'm like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll just do it tomorrow. And then it just rolled over into the next week and then the next week. And so like, I got really far behind. And then coupled with like my wedding stuff,
of course,
it was just like so much.
You got married in the middle of it. Yeah. That's like you crocheted so much for your wedding.
Yeah, I'm using a lot of pink for that week.
Yeah.
How
many stitches across is it?
260.
Oh my gosh! No wonder it's huge. Is that king size blanket?
No, it's queen.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
queen
perfectly.
Size, you say.
It's perfectly queen. It's perfectly queen sized. Yeah, no, my last mood tracker blanket was well over 300 stitches, and it's bigger than a king size bed.
Oh my
and I did not want to make a blanket that big again.
Yeah, that's fair. Speaking too again about like the chainless foundation stitch thing, I love that when you do it, you find out exactly how long your project's going to be immediately. Immediately. It's so nice. It's like no guessing for you.
Because then if your tension is consistent, it also doesn't shrink in. Because when you chain a bunch and then you go back and crochet, of course, because of your tension, it'll go in some. And you're like, well, all right, never mind on that. and you have to undo it and then like add more chains if you want it a specific way.
And you won't know until you reach all
and you
the
won't
end,
know
and
until
you're
you go
like,
all the way back again.
And you could make gauges where you like know how much, like, you know, but like it's like, what kind of mood are you in today? Because that affects your gauge. Like all those things affect gauge.
Foundation chains take all the guesswork out of it.
I love that.
I want to share. I'm gonna go back and find. Let me go find our single crochet foundation chain tutorial, and I will share that with you guys.
Please. So I want to watch it because it's like, it's new for me. So I always appreciate, just like when I learned the magic ring, I had to watch a tutorial like 700 times whenever I started a new project. I'm like, okay, well, how do I do this? And now I've gotten to the point where I'm so used to it that I have a hard time telling other people how to do it.
The magic ring?
I'm just like, or the, magic ring, the magic, what? Oh,
or
yeah,
magic
not
circle.
magic. No, you're right. Magic ring, magic circle.
No,
magic loop is in knitting, so shh.
Is that what you said?
I think I said magic loop, but you are right. Magic ring, magic circle. I accidentally
cut the show. Cut the show.
Like,
this isn't knitting.
It's like whip from my head.
Everybody leave.
There's so many magic circular things in fiber.
There's a lot of magical things.
Yeah. And I like it.
Okay, so here is our. So then, what were you doing before you did a magic loop? Were you doing the chain too?
No, I've always done the magic loop. It's just I always had to watch videos for it. I always had to watch videos and like, but I have done chain 2 and I just don't prefer it. I just prefer magic loop. I've just committed hard to like that cinch.
I remember, I feel like I was learning how to do a magic ring. I think I was learning with my mom because I remember us talking about, how difficult it was for us to first learn it.
Yeah.
And the technique that I do in the video that we have here on Yarn Over Hook is the technique that I've always done.
Yes.
For my magic ring. So I don't know how to do it any other way. I
like the way that you do it.
Thank
I've seen
you.
so many videos and I really like your methods. That's why I link patterns to it now.
Thank you. That's the only way I know how to do it. And when I see magic ring cards, like there are people who sell cards like 3D printed that like you just follow a step and you literally do the exact same thing
I've seen the little plastics.
I've been like watching people's videos on that because I'm like, that's actually kind of cool. And it's literally the exact same thing that I do on my fingers.
Is it like just like now I'm like well, I'm attached to something so it's not a good idea, but like that, and then I pull it underneath. And then now I can't do it because
I'm like watching you.
When I'm not attached to something at the end, then I will gesture.
Yeah, it's this one where you do like that, and then you put it in
your fingers. I like that. Yeah, I do it over a hand, but that's better.
It's exactly the same technique.
Yeah,
except it's on a card. So the card is like this.
Yeah,
and you wrap it. It's like 1.
You
and
cross
then 2,
it.
3, 4, and then you slip it under on the card. You grab it's exactly the same way that I do it.
Yeah.
So it was like nice to see that. I was like, okay, that's kind of validating.
Yeah.
I've tried the other ways, and it's complicated.
It gets I've watched, as I said, I watched so many tutorials, and every once in a while I'll watch another tutorial, see like, oh, how do other people do it, and then sometimes I'm like, where did those 8 other steps come from? Like,
even like for the a slip stitch.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say,
my gosh,
when you were talking just now, and I was like, I bet she's gonna say slip stitch. That was what was in my head. I'm like, I bet she's gonna say the same thing.
We're like this.
Yeah, we are like, we're connected.
We're connected.
We've like woven our ends together. It's like, so there's a thing where it's like we're both attached to things, so it doesn't work too well to show. But I can use this end of her neck. There's a school of thought that you can take 2 ends of yarn, kind of like unwove it, like a little bit, untwist it like a little bit, open it up, put the fibers together, and then twist it again, and that's enough.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I'm terrified of that.
I've seen that.
No,
there was literally a video I just saw the other day of somebody, they wet the end of that and wet the end of another one, and then they just did this.
If it's wool,
and then
I could see that happening.
She didn't pull.
Yeah, I was like attach a brick to that. And
I was like, let me see. let me see if it stays.
If it's like wool, because wool has barbs in it, and you can felt wool, and that's like a whole problem. Where they accidentally can do that.
Right.
So if you're purposefully felting them together, that's a different story.
That's different. Yeah.
But like
just doing like,
I
was like,
I don't believe like. It's like,
yeah. I don't know about that.
Let's see you make that for something that you want to keep for a long time.
I have seen people do though, like the linked one. What is it?
Was it the magic
Russian tie? Russian knot? We talked about this a few lives ago. If my mom is here, she'll know.
Yeah.
But you link the yarn like this, and you unravel it and then spin it together so that it's spun in on itself. And this is unspun and rounded on itself.
I could see maybe that.
And then
more.
you pull it and it tightens some.
And then when you stitch it, you'd be stitching over itself.
Exactly.
Okay, that I could see working.
So then it'll stay.
Yeah,
you're stitching over the connection.
Yeah.
As opposed to just like
it's like
I don't know about that.
It's like
I'm like I don't know about that.
Very suspicious.
I don't know about that.
I just like wouldn't bet on that. Just
yeah.
Like, even with wool, I wouldn't bet on it.
No.
It just doesn't seem strong enough.
I do stack single crochet, then crochet into the first stitch.
I think that also looks really good. Stack single crochet is really lovely.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you don't count your stacked single crochet as a stitch, Demi? I always count mine as a stitch. It counts as a double crochet for me.
I would also count it too.
Yeah, it's too thick. It's too thick for me to not count it.
I'm gonna open my queenly beverage.
The LG. The Jimco for Knitting by Judy Becker. Oh, is that the Magic Ring card?
Oh.
Let me see. Because I've seen a few.
I've seen just like plastic ones.
Mm-hmm. I've seen 3D printed ones.
Yeah. I haven't seen a wooden one yet, but somebody out there is gonna like laser cut some wood and make it.
Jimco for Knitting.
Check it out and see. I'm making my way up the head. I think I'm like solidly at the cheeks now. Cheeks of the face. It's becoming.
Is that for the Magic Circle, LG? No, it's an abbreviation for Judy's Magic Cast On. Oh, got it.
Oh.
For knitting. Oh, interesting. I'm loving all these magic things.
I love all the magic terms too. They're really fun. Since I do both, I do sometimes get like magic loop and like magic circle and magic ring cat like all mixed up, even though they're all magic circle and magic ring are like the same thing. But magic loop is something completely different. But I do accidentally will say that. So like, you know, like,
I get what you're saying.
Come for me, it just happens.
It's just because you're double agent. So that's fine.
I'm a spy on the other side.
It's okay if you slip up sometimes.
It's true, it's fine.
Only sometimes.
I will say this Saturday is Crochet and Knitting International in Public Day.
Yeah. Crochet
announcements.
Oh yeah, that was the announcement. Okay, so now I have an announcement. This Saturday.
Wait. Silence.
Announcement.
All right. You may speak.
Where's the?
Oh yeah. Silence. You may speak now.
Thank you, my queen. So this Saturday is National Knitting and Crocheting. Oh, I'm sorry.
Worldwide.
International, worldwide.
Yeah.
Knitting and Crocheting in Public Day.
Or crochet and knitting.
Or crochet and knitting, right?
Yeah.
International.
Alphabetically.
I mean, International Crochet and Knitting in Public Day.
Yes.
So go out there in the public, friends.
Yeah, go out there, work on your projects. People come up all the time to me when I'm working in public, and they're like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And they always want to know. And like they're like, "Do you teach? Where do you go online?" I'm always sending them to Yarn Over Hook. It's just like it's really fun. People are so interested in it, and they will love to come up and ask you questions. And it's just I love sharing work with people. People always want to touch it, just so you know that's always gonna happen. And like, you know, so bring stuff out that you might not mind people touching it.
Yeah.
Or keep most of it in a bag, you know, just
I just
be
keep
aware.
it close. I'm like, I'm working on. But yeah, we would love to see if you guys go out like to a coffee shop or a park. I think the weather's supposed to be pretty good this weekend.
I think so. Send pictures,
post pictures on Yarn Over Hook. We would love to see you out in the wild crocheting. Okay, so Lisa, I'm also drinking ice water. See, very nice.
That's
very
nice.
Mars, does it depend on the pattern to count or not to count? So for me, even with doing a turning chain, it'll depend on the pattern. So if the pattern has a standard turning chain where you like chain 2 or chain 3 and you turn, or chain 1 and turn even. I will read ahead in the pattern to see if it is necessary or if I can change it. If it's a chain 1 and it's a single crochet project, oftentimes I will just change the chain. I'll just skip the chain 1 and do a single crochet into the first stitch. It gives me a nice crisp, tight edging.
Yes.
But if I want a better drape, then I do that chain 1. If you skip that chain 1, you tend to get a tight edge.
Yeah.
And And if you want your whole project to drape evenly, then you want to do a chain one. So yes, it depends on the project. I feel like once you crochet enough and you follow enough patterns, you can determine pretty like early on in a pattern whether or not you can modify some steps.
Absolutely. Like your intuition kicks in all the time when I'm making an amigurumi. The patterns so often will say like use a 5.5 millimeter, and I'm like, what? That's like 3 times bigger than what I like to use.
That is like insulting
and I'm like,
Alexis.
Like, excuse me, I'm a 1.5, maybe a 2. This is a 2. But you know, it just like depends. People have different like weights of yarn. Like I just recently started, what was I working on? I was working on something in the round, and I was using a 5.5, and I was like seeing all the gaps, and I was like, that looks terrible. So I switched down to like a 3.5 instead. So like, you know, your intuition will kick in. You'll understand like what they're going for and how you achieve that, because there are so many ways to do very similar things.
And the thing is, like, when you get into it and you're ready and you're second guessing it, your crochet ancestors are whispering in your ear like, honey, hey,
that's gonna look bad.
That's gonna look bad. That hook is really big. Those stitches are far apart.
Your pico's leaning.
Your picot is a picot.
Exactly.
Just frog it.
Yeah, just frog it. Just frog it.
Just frog it.
I've buckled down and been like, I'm just gonna keep going, and then I always regret it.
always regret it.
And then I always like, I'm like, why didn't I trust like all the hours of skill I put into this to understand like that this isn't working right away? Yeah.
I always regret it.
Yeah.
Like even like little things. So this basket goes in the round. There is, of course, because this is the crochet community, some discourse on if you do a chain one.
I was gonna say the chain.
The chain one before you start a round. Where do you sit on
I
that?
don't like the chain one.
I hate it. It looks so bad.
It's like weird. It's a weird theme.
Like,
and like what? The minimal spiraling doesn't happen? Who cares?
No,
Are you gonna like?
It's like so. Are you kidding me? And I feel like
patterns that say that, I'm like, nope, not doing it.
What do you mean? Do my way. Like I just when people say like there's like spiraling,
even
I'm
on
like,
this, you can't see spiraling. It's just like if you do stripes,
it's so small. Like it's so like this was my first stitch here.
Yeah,
it's like so minimal.
So tiny. If you do stripes, you'll see it. That does happen then. But otherwise, like that's the only time I would say like it comes up. But all you have to do is adjust the way where the row ends, where the round ends, so that the spiraling doesn't happen in that way.
There are different tricks I've seen that like hides that seam that's going up, and none of them include a chain one.
I don't like the chain one. I don't like it at all.
And so it's like stuff like that. So if I come across a pattern that has a chain one before a round, I just skip it. I know what it'll look like. I know how it'll act. I'm just gonna skip it, and I'll pay attention. Like I'll read ahead. Is there anything in particular that like I need this chain one for? And if there's not, then I skip it.
I will say, for that ocean top that's on my WIP list that has like beautiful scalloping on the bottom and perfect straight stripes, that one I do because you chain up essentially, and then you chain up to go to the next row for the height. I like that's different.
Yeah,
but
that
like
makes
when you're
sense.
doing this, like absolutely I don't.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And so like to better kind of answer your question.
What was the question?
No, you're fine.
I went off the rails about my rage about chain one.
Gosh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Where was it? Does it depend on the pattern to count it or not to count it? So with regard to counting it, I just make sure that I always end with the required number of stitches.
Yes, that would be it.
That's it. If you're going to make a modification for a pattern, whether or not you're going to count a turning chain or not, just make sure that your stitches always match the last, like if it's a well-written pattern, there should be a number in parentheses at the end that says the total number of stitches for that row. And so long as you are always matching that, then it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why, like with my foundation, if it says to do chain 10, and then the third chain from your hook, put a double crochet and double crochet all the way across, that means that I will end up with 8, right? Because I skipped 2, so I'll end up with 8 double crochet.
Two of those chains turn into
a double crochet depending on the pattern.
Yeah, depending on the pattern.
And so if the pattern is like you're gonna count that turning chain as a stitch, then I'm like bet.
Then
so now I have 9.
Yeah.
So she's gonna say like, okay, so then you have 9 stitches because we're counting that chain as a double crochet. So bet. I'm just going to do a foundation double crochet of 9. And then I'm going to keep in mind, I have to count that chain as a stitch.
Yes.
And then from then on, it doesn't matter because the next row is going to be 9 double crochet across.
Yes.
However, if you do a turning chain, so if you do a chain 2 for that next round, and you have 9 stitches, you have to determine then, are you going to do a stitch into that first stitch so that you end up with 9 stitches
like
and then you don't
piece,
count that chain as a stitch?
Yeah.
Or are you going to count that chain as a stitch and then you just do 8 across?
Yeah.
So like it's that kind of thinking that you have to do. You set basically your own rules at the beginning of your pattern. And then if you just stay consistent, you won't end up with extra stitches or missing stitches.
Yeah.
But you have to set those ground rules at the beginning of the pattern, and then you have to keep those rules. You can't change it in the middle.
Yes.
If there are any slight changes in the pattern, like, okay, so now we're gonna do this here and we're gonna add this here.
Yeah.
You have to keep in mind, okay, so I changed what counts as a stitch and what doesn't count as a stitch. So I have to keep that in mind for when I do this next round. So like stuff like that. That's really it's just extra thinking. But once you get used to making those modifications, now it just comes very naturally to me that I do a stacked single crochet at the beginning of every round, and it always counts as a stitch for me. When I do a foundation double crochet foundation chain, like chainless foundation row, my turning chain always counts as a stitch for me. And so like that's like, I'd say like that is a per crocheter kind of standard. Like each crocheter will set their own standards and the rules for how they go into a pattern, and then you just stick with that. So like how we like if we come to a round and it says chain 1 before this round, we just don't. We just don't do it because that's like our kind of rules, our tools that we go into a pattern with. Just kind of like that, Mars. I hope that answers the question.
I would say that a lot of patterns are written, especially if they're like beginner or moderate level patterns, they're written to be accessible, and like chain stitches are very accessible, but doing like a double stacked single crochet, that's like a little bit more, that's like a little more like moderate. So like they might write into the pattern what is in fact the less attractive version, so that they don't stress people out, and then the people who know will do the better version.
Do it,
like
exactly.
we're invisible decreasers, but some people don't, and there's a stylistic look to not invisible decreasing on the outside of an amigurumi. You see it, so I don't do it. I always invisible decrease because it looks better, but I had to learn how to do that after I already knew how to decrease. It's just like a slightly step up. Yeah.
And so like in every amigurumi pattern, if I see an increase or I see a decrease, I always do it the exact same way that I do it, that I know looks good for how I crochet my amigurumi. So it's like setting up those kind of rules for yourself.
Yeah. And it might feel scary at first, but eventually it just becomes normal. Like this pattern, I'm invisible decreasing. It doesn't say to do that, but I'm just changing it because I know what it's going to look like. Right. And it's just an experience thing.
Right. Michelle, I found one done with wool and natural fibers where you stitch each and into the other, give it a tug as it holds. I used it to crochet a dress and it's holding well.
Oh, that's so cool.
Interesting.
I love a wool blend. Big fans.
Love a wool blend. Mars has a knitting question. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like that answer was very long, so I'm catching up. Mars has a knitting question.
If I can't answer it, I will. I'm a newer knitter. I started knitting like a year and a half ago, and I was knitting these beautiful socks, and I just had to completely frog them. It was devastating.
Oh no.
It was like a lace work. So tapestry crochet?
Yeah.
So like that, it's like lace work.
Right. Because you get a chart.
You get a chart. Yeah. So the chart's like, here's the chart, and then it was like, here's a chart, but only repeat this part. I repeated from the beginning, and I don't know knitting well enough to go in reverse back all those rows that I messed up. So I had to take it out, and I'll start it again. And like knitting, all the stitches are live, so like once you start unraveling, like it all unravels like all at once. So it's very punishing when you have to unravel it.
Ooh.
So it was brutal, but I will try to answer the question if I can.
So Mars said, I wanted to know the purpose of long tail cast on, and is it necessary for a blanket?
Different cast-ons have different levels of stretch factor. A long tail cast-on will have more stretch factor. I don't know why you would need it for a blanket. I think you would probably do it more for like the collar of a shirt or something where you want it to be able to stretch to put like a head through. I think long tail's a pretty standard cast-on, but there's so many different ones, and I don't know them all. But I don't I mean, so long tail, I think, okay, actually, you know what? Long tail would probably be good for a blanket. German would be better for something stretchy. But again, like very novice, the 2 cast-ons I know are long tail and German. There's like 4, so many. But I learned long tail, that's how I did, but I've never made a blanket. I did, I've done like hats and like sweaters. But I really am a very beginner knitter, so I would seek out that answer from someone who's more experienced than me.
LG says, so you have enough yarn for rows or in the round. Not sure for blankets. There are several ways to cast on.
Yes. It's all new for me. There's like a knitting group called Tin Can Knits that has a lot of really wonderful videos for knitters to help them learn how to do different things. And I have sent people to them for blankets and ideas. I just I don't know it enough to say unless you're asking me specifically about a project or a type of knitting that I've literally done myself. It's all new.
Thank you for trying to answer.
I tried my best. I'm glad someone else knows. I've crocheted for much longer, and I've spent much more time with crochet. Yeah.
LG says you use the tail with the working yarn to wrap it around your fingers and the needle to cast on with the foundation chain.
Yes.
Interesting. Hi Annie, how are you doing? What'd you bring to crochet? What'd you bring to drink? Roxana, have a great rest of your evening.
Bye.
Roxana says have a hooky evening.
Thank you. We're playing hooky this Wednesday.
We're playing hooky. Jenny, making something to a pattern is like cooking. It's a guide, not a commandment change. Oh, not a commandment. If
I like
change
that.
it if the change works for you. I love that. Yes.
I agree.
Making something to a pattern is like cooking. It's a guide, not a commandment.
I like that.
Change it if the change works for you.
So like when it says like 2 garlic, how many garlic do you add?
I add like 6.
Yes. I'm like 9.
I'm not even gonna front.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna front. I put like 6 in there.
I'm like, I love garlic.
Maybe 7. I'm like 2 garlic for what? A garnish?
What if they're the little skinny one?
Right. I'm like, exactly. So it's like that.
Yeah,
it's like that.
Yeah.
Because like when I do recipes and it's like a teaspoon of cayenne, I put like 2 tablespoons.
I do the same thing with cashmere. That's my like chili of choice.
Yeah.
And I put a lot of cashmere.
Yeah,
chili
I put
things.
I put a lot. Yeah, because I just know my preference. So that's a great way of putting it, Annie. Really awesome way of putting it. Jenny's like, there's no such thing as too much garlic. Exactly. There's
Have you ever eaten at the Stinking Rose?
Say again?
Have you ever eaten at the Stinking Rose?
No.
It's like an all garlic restaurant. Like they have I think they have garlic wine. They have like garlic desserts. I'm sure I hope
Here in LA?
Well, it's like a chain.
Oh, it's a chain.
Is it still open? I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It's like I went when I was like the garlic place. I went in college. I've gone with friends. It had like a lot of novelty. Like I want to say early 2000s. So maybe they still exist.
Okay,
but it's all garlic
up.
everything. I did one too many rows.
Yeah, I love garlic.
Same.
Love garlic. Okay,
Yeah.
so on the talk of like crochet patterns.
Yes.
We were talking yesterday about how crochet patterns will sometimes exclude the amount of yarn that you need.
Oh yeah.
And see, I've noticed in your patterns, at least like even like the egg one, and then I bought your
the potion bottle.
The potion bottle one.
Yeah.
You say how much yarn you need.
I did. I was like, this is so exciting.
I did.
But yeah, I do try. So when I started writing patterns, it was like amigurumi, and like I just didn't see people including how much yarn to use. And
so
then
you were seeing that a lot.
I never see the amounts in amigurumi. I see it in
Ah.
wearables because you end up you need so much.
You need so much
yarn.
for a size.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So like I haven't seen it as much in amigurumi. It's just not. So when
I
I started
didn't
writing
realize
patterns, I
that.
didn't even know that people told you how much weight to buy. But I think like that makes a lot of sense. But I'm just like I don't even know if this pattern tells you. Let's find out.
Oh yeah.
Let's like use this as an example. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Where's page 1? This is page 9. Hold on a minute. It's in here.
Oh, is it right there?
Is it in the back?
Or is that the last page?
That's page 2. We're getting close.
We're getting close.
Wait, no, this is page 1. So this is 2. Yes, this is 2. Let's see. That's a blank page. Because my printer loves to print things. That's a thank you page. And here's the yarn colors. but it doesn't say how much. It just says yarn. And this one just has the stitch types.
No, it should say it material.
Tips and tricks.
So interesting.
This is the over versus under debate, and then the pattern starts. Yeah, so I very commonly don't see the amounts written for amigurumi. I'm sure for a wearable or for a blanket, you'd have to have that included.
Right.
But for like amigurumi, I guess because the amounts are smaller, and generally you end up having leftovers between projects.
And I feel like it depends on the size of the hook, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
So I have an amigurumi pattern here. It's with
check it out.
stitches.
Oh, cute! It
From
looks like
Animal
Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Animal Crossing.
And
Did you pay off that debt to Tom Nook like super fast?
oh, so fast because I was catching so many spiders.
I want to be The tarantula hunts are epic.
The sample of these emblems was made with. Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, so she gave an estimate.
Oh, that's nice.
She gave an estimate. So she wrote down what she used for the cotton or for the yarn fiber, and then an estimate of how much was used.
That's a good idea because it'd be very easy to just weigh your yarn before and after.
That's what we were talking about.
Like, no big deal.
That's what we were talking about yesterday. We were like, just weigh the yarn, like pull it out, weigh it, and then just throw on the grams. Like add an extra like 2 or something.
Like a little bit of space. Just be like around here. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And that's something that like would be really helpful. Apparently, like I've heard in the wearables community that those things are like hugely off a lot of the time, and usually are like under or
the amount of yarn
over.
needed.
Yeah. So I've heard that from like friends who've made wearables where they're like, wow, the pattern like really overshot how much I had to buy, and then they have to make something else with all that yarn, which like, you know, we all love making, and so like why not? But I've heard of that happening a lot.
I'm trying to think, because the last like wearables I made summer wearables, and I feel like it was like almost to it. Like they obviously added maybe like 20 more yards just in case.
Yeah.
In their estimate.
That's so scary. That's so close.
Oof. Yeah, I think that was what it is. Renee just posted a pattern for a t-shirt.
I saw that.
That's made with the Kobu yarn.
Yeah.
And it says, because I'm going to make, I don't know, I can't decide what size. I can make it a large, block it, and make it a little bit bigger than what I need. Or I can just make it extra large and not worry about blocking. Can't decide. I can't decide.
And it's a cotton yarn?
Yeah,
it's a solid cotton? Yeah.
It's cotton and bamboo.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So bamboos can be very stretchy. I have heard from friends who have made like bamboo garments, like when they get to the sleeves stretch much more than they expected. I haven't worked with bamboo yet, not for a wearable at least. So like I don't know personally, but I have heard that they have gotten like cursed with the super stretchy bamboo sleeves.
Ooh.
So you can look up that yarn and see if people like talk about that. It's like it ends up being very stretchy.
Well,
or, like,
I'm hoping that the pattern maker, because I'm gonna go ahead and make it with the Kobu that I have left from my wedding stuff.
Does the pattern use that yarn?
Yeah.
Oh, then then that's the best resource.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna see if she has any notes.
Yeah.
On stretching or blocking. Renee, how is your sweater or how's your shirt going? I don't know
that was a beautiful shirt that she was gonna make. I think it was like coral color, the one that she showed. Yeah.
And it's so simple and cute.
Yeah.
It looks like it's half double crochet. It might be double crochet. Ooh. And you know I love a good half double crochet. That is my favorite basic stitch. And it's super, super simple. A V-neck. The sleeves and the bodice looks very flattering because it drapes really nicely. That yarn has a very nice drape. The Kobu has a very nice drape.
It does. It's buttery soft.
Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. So I was like, oh, perfect. And I have 6 of those. I actually have 6 of those skeins. And for the size that I need 5.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that I'm gonna do a swatch. I was like, I'm just gonna do a swatch.
Yeah.
And I think I'm actually gonna block the swatch.
So you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to block your swatches.
See, look at me thinking I'm like, oh, that's such a good idea. And Alexis is like, dude, you're supposed to do that.
Alexis also has never done it. Judge not, lest you be judged.
I thought I was sitting here like, oh, I know how to fix my problem. I'll just block it. And Alexis is like, yeah.
No,
you're supposed
I only know this because I have worked with mohair and mohair, stuff like that. You like, you make a swatch and you block it because it like curls up, and that's how you get it open to really see how big everything ends up looking. So I have done that. I've not done that. I've been advised to do that. On the mohair sweater that I'm knitting, did I do that? No. I'm just like, I'm just trying it out.
Do as I say, not as I do.
You should always swatch. Swatching is really key. And I do want to make that beautiful wrap you made for your wedding.
Oh,
I want to
love
make it.
it.
Yeah, I want to make it in that beautiful like cranberry colored yarn I got with you. But I will make a swatch because I'm like, oh, for a big wearable, I'm like, I'm gonna invest in the swatch time. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I feel like swatching is just worth it.
Yeah.
And I want to make I also bought a bunch of yarn to make other kind of tops and wearables for the summer.
Yes.
All cotton, so I'm like mad excited. I am like I'm so excited. And I was like, okay, Samantha, I gave myself like a pep talk today. You have to do swatches. I was like, Samantha, I looked at myself in the mirror and was like, Samantha, you're sitting here debating what size you need to make.
This is your sign.
Like my full government name.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say it on live, but I told myself like my full government name. Samantha, you have to do a swatch. You have to do a swatch. Like you want to make wearables that fit well to your body, that you can wear all summer, and like your own customized wardrobe. Girl, do a swatch. And I was like, yes, ma'am. And so so I will be swatching, but that will probably hop on my hook.
I like that. Hop on my hook.
It'll probably hop on my hook maybe after I'm done with my market bag.
Yeah.
I'll finish my market bag and then I'll do it. I gotta knock something off because it's not that I don't want to wear the crown, but I think it looks great on Alexis's head.
I'm gonna rip through my WIP list. It's like...
So I really want to make that one. I really want to make that one because it's she has it on sale on her Ravelry and her Etsy and then for free on her blog.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. I really like that more and more people are doing that. It keeps crochet accessible.
I agree.
And
it's
then
nice if you understand enough that you don't need pictures, you can get like a free version without photos, and then the people who need pictures or more help are able to pay for that.
Exactly.
Or if they're able to pay for that, it's nice to have both options.
Right. Yeah. I really like that crocheters are offering both options because I can see how, like, of course you're a business, you want to make money to sell your patterns and all that stuff. So I'm not knocking people who don't do that. It's your business. Run your business how you run your business. I just think that's really nice when crocheters offer a free version that's like inundated with ads. So I try not to complain because I'm like, I could just pay the person and get the free pattern
ads,
instead of having all these ads. So and I read the pattern. But oftentimes, like, if I'm going through, I'll actually end up buying the pattern in the middle of it.
Yeah, literally, that happens to me all the time. I'm like,
I do it all the time.
Like
right. Yeah. I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, this is actually, like, really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and buy the pattern.
Yep.
And I'll end up, like, doing that.
Yeah.
I really want to have a day with you where we go to FedEx and we print out all of our patterns.
I'd love
and, like,
that.
we make, like, a cute little, like, crochet binder.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
I really want
grinder.
to. A grinder.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
Yes.
A croter. Crochet folder. A crook. Book of crochet.
We got it.
Somewhere out there is a cute version of these horrible things that I'm saying.
I feel like we could do a play on like maybe something from our childhood, like from growing up. So you know, like how Mean Girls had the burn book.
Yes.
We can like have like the hook book.
I like the hook book.
The hook book.
That's got a fun sound to it.
Like put
that.
stickers on it and everything.
Yeah.
Like something like that, or it could be something like from Hocus Pocus.
Ooh.
What was their book called? Didn't it have a name too?
I think it was just called Book.
I thought that it was named something.
I mean, it was like Winifred's spell book, and then she would just call them like Book.
Just like that.
She was like,
woo.
I love Hocus Pocus.
I do.
So
I love
much.
Hocus Pocus so much.
Absolutely.
I watch it every Halloween.
I had a crush on Thackeray Banks when I was little.
Thackeray Banks.
And then only like last year did Andrew tell me his name is Thackeray and not Zachary. Did you know that? His name's not Zachary. It's Thackeray. Is this it? Is this your, oh my God, is that
Did
happening?
I know that? I don't know. I think I thought it was Zachary. It's not Zachary?
No, it's Thackeray.
I thought she was just saying it funny.
I thought she was saying it funny too, but Andrew's like, no, it's Thackeray. And then we put captions on. And
what kind of name is Thackeray? His name's Zachary.
Everyone in the audience, someone look this up and tell her it's Zachary.
It's Zachary. No, but it might be, but I'm thinking it's Zachary because Thackeray makes no sense.
I know.
But we could do that. Like if we print out all of our crochet
fun.
patterns and we put them in a nice binder.
Yeah.
And we decorate our binders. We have like a binder decorating day.
We could even like tapestry crochet cover for it.
Will it crochet?
Yeah. Next will be crocheting a little FedEx to go into.
Oh my gosh, we're just gonna be. I want to live in a crochet world.
I do. It'd be like Yoshi's
Just
Woolly
everything-
World, but like
yes,
all crochet.
just like everything crochet.
I was gonna say when we were talking about gauge swatches. So the ocean top that I'm making, I love, and I've learned something interesting. And I like, you know, she has you do like a chain stitch, like foundation chain around the top, because it's like a tube top, and then it has like a lacy part underneath the underneath this upper part.
Yeah.
It's like all lacy and open.
Right.
And I found out that even though this part's to gauge, the part like the waist part, I need to make bigger because it ends up looking like a ham in those bags that's tightened because the lace stitching, the gauge must be different. It's too like it must just happen.
Do you
that,
go
like,
up a hook size? Or
no, so I think that's actually a good idea. I was gonna undo it and then add stitches, but I think I'm just gonna go up a hook size.
Maybe you could.
Maybe I'll go up like 2 hook sizes.
Yeah, no,
it's like
I don't know, because then it's just gonna be really loose.
But I want it to be like flowy.
Okay.
And like fitted here and then flowy everywhere else. And like
you know what you could do?
what?
Because
This is Crochet Friends right here.
This right.
Yarn
This is
over
yarn
hook.
over hook.
Yeah.
I missed it.
You were focused on me.
So what is the stitch for the bandeau portion?
It's a vintage fan. Oh, the bandeau, that is just half double the whole way.
Just increase. Do an increase row.
Okay, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about because I did like all the
just
fan.
do 2 half double in each stitch across.
That's what I think I'll do. I think I'll take all the because I did a vintage fan stitch all the way down to like where my pants would be, and I'm gonna undo all of that and then do an increase row.
Yeah, I would
and
just do an increase row.
Yeah.
Because I kind of, not really similar situation, but you know this dress that I made for my engagement, the white dress?
The white one with the really long extended stitches. Yeah.
So
this is the one with the extended
actually,
stitches.
yes,
Yeah.
so she actually suggested in her pattern,
Yeah.
if you want a more flowy
Yeah.
skirt portion of the dress,
Yeah.
do an increase row.
I like that.
And so at first I did it
Yeah.
so that I could see what it would look like.
Yeah.
And then I went back and I did an increase row, and I love the flow of it. It like pleats really nicely. It like sits really nicely on my body. It gives me more of a baby doll look.
That's what I want. One kind of like
And
a
so
baby doll, like fitted
Do
like
an-
empire
do a row
waist.
of increase.
Did you do an increase in every single stitch? Did you
I
double
did.
it?
I think I
Oh.
did an increase in every single stitch, and I came back around, and I think I did an increase increase one. I'm pretty sure I
So
increased
you
by a
alternated.
lot.
So you
on the second.
on the second one.
Yeah, I think I did 2 rows of
wow.
increasing on the skirt. I'm pretty sure.
Because I would like it to have flow. Because right now it is like that like
I will
mesh
show you.
bag around a hem.
I'll show you. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to
'Cause
see.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did a double increase.
That would help me because that's on my WIP list. And
See, we gotta get that off.
I need to get it off
We gotta
that
get
list.
that
I
off
want to
the list.
finish it. I was supposed to
Yeah.
have it done. I was supposed to wear it in April, and then like it just like went off the rails.
Yeah,
And then
I'll
I-
show you.
and
I'll
then I
show you
put it
my
down.
dress,
Yeah.
and you can see because I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I did 2 rows of increasing in order to make my skirt like humongous.
I like that, and,
So-
and I have enough yarn. I have plenty of that yarn.
Okay, yeah. So we'll talk about it. Hi, Liz. How are you? What did you bring to crochet? What did you bring to drink? Michelle, I've had my spring sweater drop after it gets wet. Went from hip to thigh,
Ooh,
wrist to past my hand.
what is that called when it's like that robe look? There's like a word. Oh, duster. It's a duster
It
now.
became a duster.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What was the fiber, Michelle? Annie, I remember my mom crochet my older sister's wedding dress and bridesmaids and flower girl's dress years ago.
Oh my gosh.
That's so many. Just your mother, Annie? That's wild.
What an absolute gift for someone to do that. Wow. That's amazing.
Oh no, Kobu stretches. Okay, see, so maybe I should just do a large. I should probably just do a large then.
Yeah.
Because if I do an extra large and it gets too big, I'm going to be so upset.
Mm-hmm.
Because a large, the size that I would need, which is nice. I really like that people do this measurement for figuring out your body size for tops, especially, is just like I'm pretty sure I can say this on YouTube, like the bust line.
Yeah.
Like all the way around. And I don't know how, I always end up right in between sizes.
I do too, and I generally go with if I like things to be fitted here, then I go with a smaller size, and if I like things to be looser here, then I go with a larger size. And typically, I like it to be
typically
fitter.
go up because I'm afraid that I like measured wrong, or that like today was like a smaller body day.
That's true. Like, how much salt did I have?
How much salt did I have? Have I drank a lot of water today?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Like that kind of thing. But if Kobu stretches a lot, especially after blocking, then I'll just go down. But especially because I'm in between. So it's not even like I'm certainly one way or the other.
I would go down.
So
then.
I'll go down.
Yeah.
I'll go down. That's really good to know, Annette. Thank you.
Thank you. Crochet community.
Crochet community. Yarn over hook. Lisa, this is all I can do is crochet. I have been resting most of the day. I have bronchitis.
Oh, I had bronchitis once and it's brutal. Have you ever had bronchitis?
I don't think so.
It's terrible. I got it once when I helped Sean, our mutual friend Sean, when I helped him do a film thing in college overnight, and we stayed up all night long overnight, and it was raining and I was soaking the whole night. And then I got bronchitis.
Oh my gosh, Lisa, I hope you feel better soon.
I hope you feel better soon. Cough drops, heating pads, rest.
Michelle, I hope that you're doing well too. I saw your update on Yarn Over Hook. I've crocheted all day, but now I'm just watching the live, just hanging out.
Yeah.
My sweater is made out of cotton. It's like a tunic. Oh man, is it like, do you still enjoy it? Are you like okay with it stretching? Are you bummed that it stretched so much?
It could be cute with some leggings, you know?
It could be, actually, yeah.
That would be actually really
You can bring back the look from like 2010.
I did. It was a comfortable look.
It was a comfy look.
Like,
I used to hate on it. Like leggings are not pants kind of vibe. Like that was me.
Yeah.
It was like a pick me. It was definitely a pick me moment.
I don't blame you. There's plenty of pick me moments. That
like absolutely a pick me moment.
Yeah.
And then I remember getting my first pair of leggings and being like, oh.
That's what it feels like to live in freedom.
Like. Right. That's what freedom feels like. So you could. Oh, good. She says she still loves it. Good. Very, very good.
I'm glad.
Sonia, just wanted to say thanks again for the yarn winder rec.
Oh yeah. I'm so glad. Did you get it? Do you
just
like
set it
it?
up and already balled up 5 scrap balls of blanket yarn addicted already.
I'm so glad you like it.
Oh, that's so great,
I love
Sonia.
that yarn winder.
That is so
nice.
awesome. I'm so glad that worked for you.
I was thinking about you since Saturday. I was like, I wonder if she got it. I wonder if they liked it. I wonder if it worked out for their larger yarn.
Sonia, that's so great.
That's really nice.
That is so awesome. Let me see.
When we finished up with yarn crawl, like when my carpool was finished with yarn crawl when you were getting married, we all went to my place after because I have a Swift and we wound everyone's yarn on my Swift and on that yarn caker. Yeah.
Oh, that is so nice. I need to get a Swift. I really want to get one. Maybe I'll reward myself I have a list of rewards. I need to stop.
Mm-hmm.
This summer stash bash, I feel like sometimes I give myself like a goal just to make a list of rewards I can get after my goal.
Check it off.
Like,
I love that feeling of checking things off.
I already got myself 2 rewards and they were not cheap. One I shared with you, it was that blanket kit. I don't want to say anything about it.
Yes, yeah.
I cannot wait to show you guys. It's not even going to be done until August or July. If anybody knows what it is, don't say anything. Mars, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Mars. For some reason, you and I are on the same wavelength, and you always say it in the chat. So don't say anything. Don't make any guesses. But I got something, and it was new yarn, but I bought it before we started.
That's fair.
Okay.
I bought yarn technically after we started, but it was on a planned trip that was planned before we started.
So I got it before we started. Yeah, I think I got it before June 1st even. And it's not even going to get here until like August. Mm-hmm. If anybody knows what it is, please don't say it. Please don't say it because I'm very excited. And then I got the yarn spinner, the Lily yarn spinner from Mysteri.
Yeah.
And I think... I added another reward the other day and I've already forgotten it, so that's okay. But maybe I'll get myself a Swift.
I see them on Marketplace from time to time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
next time I see one, I'll send it your way.
Please do.
Yeah,
because I run a nice one, but I don't want to swim them.
Yeah, I mean, like, even like my local yarn store, you can tell that like they're like tied together in places, but that's the way they come. And then the yarn store just has replaced those ties with little bits of yarn because it's kind of like, unless you're looking at one, it's hard for me to explain what I'm talking about. But
I know
like,
what you're
all the little
about.
pieces, they're
because it has to like fold in together and like be flexible.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
They're not like attached.
Yeah, and just like they're just tied with strings, and that's just like a part of it.
Yeah, have you ever seen one at Remainders?
I've never seen one at Remainders.
I feel like if one ends up there, it's probably snatched up quickly.
I would imagine. Yeah. I have every time I go there, I see something that I like later regret not getting when I was there, and I'm like, oh, they had a dress form the other day that was adjustable, and I was like, and I almost got it, but then I was like, I shouldn't.
You should have.
I have regrets. I did
You
get
should
something at
have.
Remainders that I brought.
Oh, what did you get? What did you get?
In case you don't know, Remainders is a thrift craft store here in LA, and I love to look through their section of handkerchiefs.
Pretty.
And look at this little handkerchief. Someone had micro crocheted it.
That is so pretty.
Isn't that delicate?
It is so
I can't tell what kind of
delicate.
stitches they are.
Oh, I think this is the
But look at that.
oh
See if
my gosh, I
show
can
you.
see it. I can see the chart. I don't have my crochet book with me.
I don't know if it's easy for you to see because it's so fine and it's like the color of me, but there you go.
I can't remember.
Isn't that
It's so pretty.
I
That is so
know.
pretty.
I think the other handkerchief that I had bought from Remainders that was similar to this and it had
probably
green,
the same
person.
maker.
I bet it's the same person. So whoever's out there making beautiful little handkerchiefs, like they live with me now. I keep them in my purse. I use them as like a little tenagui. Do you like tenaguis too from Japan?
Mm.
Have you ever noticed when you've gone to Japan, like there's nowhere to dry your hands after you wash your hands? Like when you go to the bathroom and you wash your hands, there's like no
I didn't
towels.
notice that.
Yeah, so I guess they like that's just like
For
part of
like
it.
no waste.
Yeah,
and stuff,
no waste.
yeah.
And then like in anime, you'll always see them take a little square cloth and put it in their waistband, and then they wash their hands, and then they take.
I have seen
Yeah,
that.
so that's the tenagui. That's like a little towel that they all carry to dry their
okay,
hands.
So that's how you use it.
Yeah, so I use it to
Oh,
dry my
that's so
hands because like
nice.
sometimes bathrooms don't have paper or whatever. And then I also just like I could use it for like sweat or whatever I wanted to, but I use it mostly for drying my hands after.
Oh, that is
And
so
it's just,
nice.
like,
It is so
thing.
lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys in your neighborhoods or your cities, it's probably more prominent in cities, I would say. See if there's like a thrift craft store.
Yeah.
They're popping up more and more everywhere. Where people will donate their crafts and stuff like that. And so like that can also help. I'm probably gonna take some of my stash and cake it and take it to Remainders.
They would
because
love it.
There's so much yarn in there that I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna use this for anything. I'm just gonna take it. And so I want to do a Remainders trip, probably at the end of the stash bash. I can see how much
I would
can
love
get
that.
through.
I would go with you in a
Yeah.
heartbeat. I would
Okay,
love
cool.
to go. Yeah.
Cool.
We'll just check their donation days.
Yeah.
And if your city or where you're located doesn't have one, see if your local library would be interested in starting something like that.
Exactly.
People do like library craft things where you can like you can like borrow out like a loom or like tools and stuff and then return them back. But like find out if your library would be interested in being like a donation spot for crafters and have like a craft library checkout system.
I love that. It's like a summer stash bash tip.
Yeah,
If you want to
community.
help, like, and it's going to help somebody else. Somebody else might end up living that yarn. Tangled by a net. What is the what? What do you mean? That's a big what? Oh my gosh, Michelle, rest up.
Yes, please rest. I'm so sorry.
Jenny, my Swift is a 3D printed one my hubby made for me.
Ooh.
Lucky.
I want a 3D printing thing.
Can you post pictures on
I'd
Yarn
love
Over
to
Hook?
see-
I would love
yeah.
to see
I
that.
would love
That's
to see what that
incredible.
looks like.
Mara's laughing. You know what I mean. Vivian Crosby, how are you? Sonia, oh yeah, I just watched a YouTube video of a creator visiting all kinds of stores like that along her road trip. I had no idea that kind of store existed.
It's amazing.
It's so cool. And I have yet to go to our Remainders because I really need to not buy anything.
Yeah.
So I
And
have
you
not
can't-
gone
you can't
intentionally.
go and not buy it.
I mean,
amazing.
the deals are incredible. So I just know I'm gonna fall victim. Like I'm not gonna.
it's
My wallet is
insane.
gonna fall
Yeah.
victim
Yeah.
and be angry with me.
I mean, you walk out with an armful of stuff and it's like $17, so it won't be angry.
Alexis, you're
It'll
not
be
helping.
pleased.
You're
It'll
not
be like you did a
helping.
good thing.
Alexis, you're not helping. I cannot go shopping.
Friends enable.
I can't go shopping. I'm not supposed to shop.
Well, we'll go at the end of the summer. We'll go at the
We'll go at the end of the summer.
We'll bring a donation.
That's my other reward.
Yeah, that's
Add that to my list of
We'll
rewards.
have a trip to Remainders together. I'd love that.
Yeah, so definitely look to see, friends. There might be, because I had no idea it was here, and it's been here for how long?
Oh, a long time, I think.
Yeah, like I had no idea anything like that existed.
Yeah.
And it was my community that I found with Alexis.
Yep.
Yarn Over Hook. That led me to that store.
And like I found out because someone else in the community was like, "Have you heard of Remainders?" And I was like, "What's Reminders?" It sounds like a store you get like knickknacks at.
Right,
and
right,
they're like,
right.
"No, it's
no
this." And I was like,
Remainders.
"What?"
Yeah.
So
So definitely like look to see if there's a space like that in your community. There might be, and you might just not realize it. Or even just a space like Alexis said, a library, even a community center, a retirement home, like places that take and want craft donations.
yeah.
Look that up. Like check out your area.
Like even Chaos Crafts today or yesterday shared a little library. Those little libraries that people have outside their homes, and this person puts craft supplies in it. Like extra bits of yarn,
Oh,
extra
the
bits of
tiny
this and that.
libraries?
Yeah, the tiny libraries, but it was the craft supplies. And I
That
was
is
like,
so
I love that.
fun. I love that. Oh, I feel like I wonder if Yarn Overhook could start that because I don't know who started the tiny library,
I love them.
but like if we started like a tiny craft store,
Yeah, that'd be so
I
cute.
feel like that would be really
and
cute. There'd have to be something to kind of like help with like bugs maybe
Yeah.
for natural fibers
Yeah.
and things like that. But I imagine that there's like, I mean, books.
Yeah.
Books seem to do fine.
Yeah,
So
books seem to do fine. I love little libraries. Like, I love getting books from them. I love putting books into them. I've gotten puzzles from them too. Puzzles are fun.
that's so fun.
Mhm.
That is
Sometimes
so
sometimes they have
fun.
all the pieces.
Sometimes they have all the pieces. I didn't even think about
Sometimes they don't, but it's still fun.
that. I feel like when you put it together and you realize a piece is missing, that can be something of like, oh, I wonder where that piece is right
Yeah,
now. Like
like
maybe it's traveling the world at the bottom of somebody's
Exactly.
bag or
I
something.
like that idea. It has its own adventure.
Right. It's on its own little adventure.
Do you
All right.
have
So
you
I
ever
just
gotten
finished a cake. And so now I
Oh,
have to add some more yarn. So we're throwing in this dark gray.
congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
was gonna ask you, have you ever
Mm.
gotten a yarn that you absolutely hated? Like hated, because I'm
Like
working
it was
with it
like
right now.
gifted?
However, whatever means you got it with. Like I hate this brown, so I live for opportunities to use it because I ordered it like probably in 2020, like and I got like 5 of them thinking it was fine, and it's like it's the most miserable brown. Feel how rough it is. It pulls
Oh,
through
it's
like a nightmare.
so
It's so
rough.
rough. I think it's probably on my Rolodex. Let's find out who it is so we can
Is it
effectively.
Red Heart?
It probably is Red Heart, but let's see. It's not. It's Red Heart Super Saver Coffee Cafe, and Red Heart, you breaking my heart again.
Breaking my
It's
heart.
the worst yarn.
I feel like it's so inconsistent. Like
Yeah.
sometimes Red Heart feels really good, sometimes it doesn't feel good. I have to feel it in person. I
I
cannot
agree.
buy Red Heart in like online. Because
I
Red Heart
agree.
was my tried and true, man. It was my tried and true, and I feel like it changed.
I agree. Like even like I'll rely on the soft. The soft are universally soft, but like this is the same as that brown, just in pink, and it doesn't feel nearly miserable.
That's what it's,
Where this
it's
is-
so
this is-
interesting.
I
I
live
wonder
for
if it has to
opportunities
do
to
with
use
how
it.
it's dyed.
I wonder if that could be why.
Like what's used to dye it. What's used for the
Maybe.
color.
I could see that being the case. I just like I hate it so much, and I was like, I'm gonna give her brown hair so I can finish more brown because I have so much of it.
Yeah, you gotta figure out what else you can throw it in a basket.
That would be a cute basket, and it would be sturdy because it is rock hard.
Let's see. The trouble with taking some of your stash to donate, as soon as you do, you'll find you'll find that you wish you kept it for a project. So there
Agreed.
is a family that I know, and their kid is super super crafty, and so I like purged my yarn stash and gave them so much stuff. Like not even just like yarn, but a ton of crafting stuff. And just the other day I was like, oh yeah, I have that. Let me go look in my stash and see.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. It's true.
I
That's
hate when
true,
that
Annie.
happens.
Crochet Remedy, where can I find the pattern for the crown Alexis is wearing?
Ooh.
You can find it if you scroll up. We did post it, but let me add it actually to the description
I will
so that
say,
we can make it easier.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me do my increase.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
And
I'll
then
add it to the description, but I can also just
I'll briefly crown myself just to show you. The only thing I changed is instead of working in the round for it, I did it in rows so that I could make it adaptable for different hairstyles, and I just added a little chain, a foundation chain, a chainless foundation back here, just so it could be more comfortable for different hairstyles. But otherwise, it's the same pattern, and then just some jewels from remainders. And by remainders, I mean jewels from the Natural History Museum's vault. The gem room.
the gem room.
I love the gem room at the Natural History Museum.
And I really need to go.
It's such a fun museum.
Okay, how do I do this?
There.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't think I can edit the description during live, so let me just put it back in the messages again. Okay. Crochet Remedy.
It's a super fast pattern. I think it's like 3 or 4 rounds, or in my case, rows. Very, very easy. And it creates like, it's so cute. And I lined mine with felt so it would be rigid. like a hard felt, but you don't have to do that. It's a beautiful crown pattern on its own.
We made it specifically so that it could fit whatever kind of hairstyle we end up doing on live, so that it wouldn't be awkward.
Yeah.
So that's like the modifications that Alexis made for that. But I put it in the chat, Crochet Remedy.
It's so fast that I've made it while working at markets to sell, and then sold the ones I made standing there. Like, it's such a fast pattern.
So fun.
Yeah.
Mars, I'll have to do that soon. I found a few close to my area. That's so awesome, Mars. Yay. You could also put patterns you are no longer going to use in your craft library.
I like
or
that.
book library. That's would be fun, because then somebody can have a pattern.
Oh my god, I like that. And you can staple a little yarn over hook thing on it, so they need help learning how to do it. They can come to you.
That would be so fun. I feel like we need to do that.
I love that.
Mars, I noticed some red hearts feel rougher than others. I heard that's when it's... Wait, I heard that where it's made is the reason.
Oh, maybe.
The red heart with US label seems rougher to me.
Oh.
Can I see your Rolodex?
Yes, you can. There you go. I don't know if that... Because it's not the complete label, so it's like a section.
No, but they're right here.
Oh, there you go. Okay, let's find out.
That's rough? Oh, no.
Are we about to learn something very...
Wait. Why does this have 3 different grays on there?
Oh, because that's variegated.
Ah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, so if it's variegated, I include all the variegation of it so that you can see later, like, oh, you know, I'm looking for this, looking for that.
That one's rough. No, this one doesn't, well, I don't know, because this might be an old label. But this one's rough.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as the brown.
The flag on
the brown
here.
is, like, uniquely bad.
It's not as bad.
Yeah.
And then this pink isn't rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough, but it's not as rough. That's interesting. What a conspiracy. And then the soft is soft.
Yeah, the soft is always soft. Karen is consistently soft.
This is rough. This is rough. This is soft.
I'm so excited that we're using the Rolodex. It's so fun.
It looks so like official on the camera.
That's so cool.
That's very interesting. Huh.
I've seen like swatch books, and I think those are so cool. And it'd be cool to do like swatch books for yarn.
So I'm trying to figure out, I keep all the swatches that I make for the tutorials.
Yeah.
So I have a pile of swatches on my shelf. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to store them.
Oh.
Because I remember growing up, we used to have so many options for binders. And I remember distinctly there being a binder that existed that only had 2 rings in it. Yeah. And it was square.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
I cannot find it. Oh. I like looked everywhere because it would be perfect for my swatches. But I cannot find that binder.
You should look for scrapbook books, because you can put the posts in yourself, and you can put as many posts in as you want. Usually there's like 3, but sometimes there's 4.
True.
But you can find like a mini scrapbook book.
Yeah,
and then just add the posts yourself. And then you can add more posts to make it taller as you put more swatches in there.
Right. Yeah. Maybe I should look into that.
Yeah.
Yarn Over Hook said, boom. So are we going to do it? We're going to do our own little craft library.
I love that idea. That's so sweet. It's like, have you seen those videos of people in Japan who have like a little vegetable like stand and no one's there?
Yeah.
They just
they just
honor system, and I'm just like, oh,
it's so sweet.
It's like community.
It's so sweet. I love it. I love it
too.
Red Heart's Unforgettable yarn is pretty soft. Did you have some Unforgettable in there?
Let me.
I feel like I saw that. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm pretty sure I saw some Unforgettable in there. Because like I said, like I don't hate Red Heart. Some of their yarn feels really, really good. And some of the colors are perfect, are awesome. It's just like sometimes it can be really rough and really hard to work with.
It hurts your hands.
And it really hurts my hands.
Not the Impeccable from Loops and Threads. Something else. Incredible, right?
It's Incredible by Red Heart.
Let's see.
I love the names.
Impeccable.
Impeccable. Incredible.
There's the Jumbo.
What is this one? Oh, soft.
Yeah. Karen, Super Saver. Soft as well. This one's fun. This one feels like velvet. It's called Feels Like Butter.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it's by Lion Brand. It's so soft.
I love Lion Brand. Yeah. I wish that they had a brick and mortar.
That would be nice. There's another Impeccable. Was that Impeccable? Was it Impeccable or Incredible? Now I'm getting them all.
Oh, wait, it's Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
I think I was saying it wrong.
Let's see. I don't so far, no, but let me see. Let me continue going through my Rolodex.
You must have forgotten it.
I must have. It's forgettable.
It's
to me.
forgettable, apparently, to Alexis.
I don't have one of those labels, but sometimes this is not like a foolproof. I don't have everything.
No, but I don't know if I've
here.
ever seen that. I wonder if they don't sell it everywhere. Because I don't know if I've heard of Unforgettable. Let me see what the label looks like. Unforgettable.
Let's see.
Red heart.
So you know how just recently we've talked about making like the wig caps for the doll heads when you're doing amigurumi?
Yes.
I'm like actively doing that right now. I made her head, and her head is somewhere. It rolled away.
Did it roll away?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay.
It's right here. So there's her head. Ooh, crochet friends helping crochet friends.
Thank you.
So there's the head, and I'm making the hair right now, but I will warn everyone, these are 2 different brands of yarn. Because I want to use this up.
Right.
So I might have to make pattern adjustments. We'll see how big.
See how it
This
fits.
is typically bulkier than everything else I have, and I hate it.
So are you afraid it's going to be too big?
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna I might adjust it down as I go along. So we'll see.
This is the label.
Oh,
I don't know if I've ever
all
seen that.
variegated? Because I've never.
Oh, it seems like it.
Oh,
yeah. I don't think I've ever seen this yarn before.
I don't think I've ever seen it, but I don't buy a ton of variegated. Like it's very rare for me, unless it's for like a wearable. Then I'll buy variegated. But
this is it. Unforgettable. Can you guys see it? I need to figure this out. There we go. Unforgettable. Of course, Crochet Remedy. It reminds me of the Lion Brand Landscape yarn. Huh. I don't know if I've used Lion Brand Landscape.
I haven't heard that one either.
I feel like I always secretly use Lion Brand.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't realize it's Lion Brand.
I was literally gonna say I'll be working on something and I'll be like, oh, this is Lion's Brand.
I didn't know Coco was Lion Brand. I didn't know.
I don't know if I knew that either, but like it's just they sneak it in.
24/7 cotton. I didn't know that was Lion Brand for the longest time.
I had no idea.
My mandala cake. I didn't know that was cotton. That was Lion Brand for the longest time.
I have mandala cakes, and I did not know those were Lion Brand.
It's Lion Brand.
They're very discreet with their packaging.
They are.
They're just sneaking it in. They're like, hey, it's Lion Brand. It's not like it's like Red Heart. Like,
they sneak their little lion emblem on there.
They're sneaky.
They're sneaky.
Yep. They're like, well, let's find out if people like this yarn before we tell them we make it. But that gold yarn, I want more from that brand. That brand is like, it's so soft.
It was the Naughty Monkey is what it was, I think.
Let's see. What, like a random name?
Oh, no. Yonky Monkey. Like Yarn Monkey?
I guess.
Yonky Monkey.
But like this brand is probably the smoothest pulling yarn for acrylic I've ever used.
It is so nice.
It is so beautiful.
And
they have a lot of other colors, so I'm just like...
And it is 100% acrylic, and I do not understand how it is this buttery.
It's so buttery and so soft. And you keep it, you enjoy it, you make gold things.
Like, this is it.
I just ordered it from Amazon years ago, and I've loved it so much that I've just gotten it again and again.
So nice.
It's a really good
And this
gold.
color is just perfect for gold.
It has such a metallic look for a yarn. It's perfect. Like insane.
Like looking at your crown on the video, like it looks so good. Shing shing.
I love it. I love it so much.
I knitted a wrap out of of the Lion Brand Landscape. I'll have to look that up.
Ooh. With a name like that, I bet it's variegated.
I know.
It sounds like it's going to be like a beautiful
it.
landscape of yarn.
It sounds
and I
like
love
it.
Do you want to know another reason why I really don't like this yarn that I'm working with? Is like every single pet hair, it's like, hello, it's there. It shows you every single one.
Man, it just
really... And it like holds on to them.
It does. Probably because of the roughness of it.
Yeah. It's
oh my gosh.
Yeah, you'll never get it out. I've tried. Like give up now. It'll be in there forever.
Oh,
so like
man.
I've been chugging away for years at this like mass collection of brown that I have. Unfortunately.
So why did you end up buying so much of it?
So when I started making amigurumi, I started making like beavers and I would sell them. So I wanted to have like this yarn on hand to make beavers. And it was like 2020, so I couldn't go to the store to get more yarn. So I ordered
a bunch.
I ordered a bunch so I'd have it, and I wasn't panicked. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess this is fine. And, you know, I've just ended up with it. But I've been making my way through it. I use it for a lot of my, like, entries for, like, the fair or different things like that. I'll make sure to incorporate, like, brown elements so that, like, I can get rid of it. You know, like I put like trees or whatever into it just so I can get it out of my house. It's too much.
Yeah.
And it's rough. But it is like I will say the nice part of rough yarn is that it does have a structure.
It does.
Like, it will, like, make things like this stiff.
That's why I'm like, you should just get that, mix it in with some other yarn that you don't want to use, and make a basket.
I think I will absolutely do that, because I have so much of it, and it would be nice to have a basket. And who cares if you see, like, pet hair or whatever.
It's getting
Look
big.
at you. You are whipping through that.
It's getting big.
You could make it, like, for some reason I was just picturing, like, it being made, like, because this is almost terracotta. You could, like, make a terracotta pot and then put a cactus in it.
Oh, I mean, she puts a plant in it.
Oh my god.
Like, she makes it one big enough to, like, put a plant in.
It's so
like,
pretty.
you don't have to use it as a basket. You could use it as, like, a makeshift pot.
I like that.
But this one will definitely hold new yarn that I have. I am excited.
That's
This
beautiful.
is going to hold so much yarn.
And if you wanted to, if you ever wanted to have it have, like, a really hard bottom, like what we were talking about earlier, you could get, like, a piece of wood that was that exact measurements and then make a false bottom and then just cover it up with it. You know, like, make another bottom, put the piece of wood in and sandwich it. Yeah.
I could, yeah.
And then it could have, like, a rigid hard bottom.
No, I really like the flexibility.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I take a handle and I, like, pull it, it'll go like this.
I do like that with my big basket that's floppy and I can, like, stuff it in between, like, what realistically is, like, Andrew and, like, one of our cats and me. Like, it always, like, fits on the couch between the three of us.
Oh, that is so nice.
We sit down and then the cat's like, oh, it's time for me to mosey in. Just scooch myself in here.
My cat likes to lean on my other basket, the basket that I showed at the beginning of the live.
Yeah.
He likes to lean up against it when I carry it around and bring my crochet.
That's so
I put it next to me and he always finds, like, a little crook, like, a little nook right between, like, the back of the couch and my basket and, like, my leg, and then just curls in there. So I'm, like, crocheting and he's, like, hiding behind the basket.
You gotta crochet him a cat bed.
I should.
That same material, yeah.
Maybe I should make. Maybe I can make a cat
this,
bed.
Frankly, is cat bed size.
I mean, I'm like, I could probably make a cat bed.
Yeah.
With the rest of my yarn and do something similar. Like, I might do this again and do an oval shape, like, kind of caddy,
nice.
like my coaster caddy.
Yeah.
I might do that because I still have some yarn that I'm like, I need to tear through this.
Would you accept it if you spent all this time working on it and they were like, no, I want to sleep in the Amazon box, thank you? Because that is, like, the universal cat experience.
My cats do that, but when I make something for them, especially, like, my blankets, like my crochet blankets and, like, stuff like that, I think because my smell is all over it, they're like, oh, this is nice. It's not like from a factory, you know what I mean?
That's nice. I like that then.
Yeah, so
good.
if I crocheted a bed for them, I know that they would absolutely use it.
Yeah, that's really good. I should try. There's so many cute, like, cat, like, kind of cocoon patterns out there.
There are.
Oh,
there's one that was like it's a ball.
Yeah,
and it has
that
that opening.
Yeah, because you're just like making a giant amigurumi and then not stuffing it, and you're just using enough yarn that makes it rigid. I was like, I like this.
Yep, maybe you can do that for your brown.
That would be fun. A brown ball. Look like a dung beetle.
Like a donut hole or something.
That's true. I could add icing to it. That'd be cute. Yeah, that'd be cute. That'd be
there
cute.
There you go. We're finding out ways to see. This is like, what this is all about.
Polish up a dung beetle.
You take the brown yarn. We're helping each other.
I need
to figure out how to get rid of our Uggo yarn.
I was like, love to get rid of it. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I definitely feel you on that. I've talked about this before with the pullover sweater that I made. I ended up getting 3 skeins that I can't use. It was the one
that, like, is sun bleached.
The one that's sun bleached.
Yeah.
And I even showed it yesterday. I'll show you after the live.
Yeah.
Like, the dye turned like a green, like a greenish color.
Oh, weird.
Like, let me see if I can get it. It's like right here, right? Is it still here?
Yeah, it's on the spinner.
But where's my bag?
Let's see. The bag it's attached to might be more that way. I
Is
see,
it
like,
this way?
yeah.
Here it is. Nope.
Oh.
Well, let me just grab. Yep.
Okay.
It. Okay. So, I wonder if you can. Yep. Here it is. Look at that. Look at that green in there.
Oh my god! Look at that. Yeah,
and it happens when it changes from blue to yellow. Yeah, I showed them yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like, and then there's this. It looks dirty, like a dirty blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea what happened. I got this off of Amazon, and this was obviously in a very old dye lot, and I don't know if it was just sitting in the back of a warehouse in the sun somewhere. But, like, that's insane.
That doesn't look nice.
Because I don't think...
Even this looks, like, dirty.
Yeah. I don't think...
That.
I don't... Because like, I don't think that it was sugar and cream. Like, this looks like it was sat out somewhere where it shouldn't have been. Like, maybe it even got wet at some point.
I've never seen sugar and cream have weird problems with their dye rot. So maybe it did get, maybe something dripped on it. Maybe like a cleaner
something
dripped on it, like when it was like in storage.
So strange.
Who knows?
So market bag it is.
Yeah. Something rough. Something tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm making my way through the hair. Do.
Hi, Vicious Chess. Vivacious Chess. Oh my gosh. I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Last time I was here, there was like 100. What do you mean? How are you? It's so good to see you. Let's see where. Here it is.
I used to always count my rows, like when I'm doing just the single crochet all around rows, and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna count them. But now I'm like, oh, I'll count them when I'm done. But I used to like mark it, you know what I mean? Like not when I'm done, but like I don't mark it. I don't mark it as I go now, because now I can confidently look at this and be like, okay, it's like. That was me counting in here, so nobody has to hear it. So I like Peanuts, like teacher was like wah 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 wah.
So do you do that only for like a dark color, or what do you mean?
Oh, I just mean like in the past when I was going in a circle with amigurumi and I wasn't confident that I would be able to see how many rows I did, I would check off like I did number 7, I did number 8, I did number 9.
Right.
But now I'm like, oh, I don't need to do that. Now I can read my work. Because, like, eventually you get good enough, you know, like you are and like I are, where we can read our work. And unless something's, like, really weird and then we're like, what does that say? But we can read it.
I actually, in order to count the rows, I use 2 stitch markers. As soon as I have to do a row that you just repeat, right? You're talking about, like,
just repeating straight up single crochet.
I do 1 stitch marker at the beginning of that.
Yeah.
And I leave it there.
Oh.
So it hangs out of my project right here. So then I just count from my stitch marker.
Oh, that's such a good idea, because you do end up having like some funny rows in some places, and that can make it harder to count. That's a really good idea.
So I always leave a stitch marker at the beginning.
I think I'll do that.
And then just get a new one to then move.
That's
so that
really
I can count
good.
my rows.
That makes it nice when you're doing like fiddly stitches, because like fiddly stitches or like open work will really mess up the ability to count.
Yep.
And then you're like,
and then like using dark yarn, I'm just like, where was the last increase that I did, or the last decrease that I did? Like having to like look for that.
It's grueling. Almost as grueling as working with this brown yarn from Red Heart Super Saver, which is not nice.
Right. Roman. So the tension was consistent. After all, it was consistent. Love the crown, Alexis.
Thank you.
Alexis was crowned the WIP Queen for the episode with 9 WIPs.
9 WIPs. One of which I'm working on right now, so chugging away at it. I'm excited. I really find it motivating to like actually have made a list and like just talked with you about it. Like I love like all the things on my WIP list. Like I can actually like mention them. Hold on, ready? Like I'm working on the Yogi Girl and I love it. The Spirited Away collection, it's so cute. I've talked about it. I think I talked about it on the very first episode of Stitches. It's a like amigurumi, all different Spirited Away characters.
Oh yeah.
And like one of them is an inside out. Like you turn it inside out.
Right. And you stop.
I stopped because I got squared. But now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna finish it. The Ocean Top, that's the one that you just helped me with. Pai the Kappa, I love like Japanese mythology and it's so cute. And
I really want to make that one too.
It's so fast.
Is it?
It's really fast. I already like you start at like the water on top of his head and then you just work down and then later you go back and add like leaves. Well, not leaves, but I guess like the hair, the leaves.
Yeah.
But he's going really fast. I would say he's like a third done and I just started him on Saturday.
Okay.
And I only worked on him on Saturday after. The Papel Picado, beautiful. Like, I love, like, if you don't know, they're the beautiful, like, rectangular kind of tissue paper, decorative Dia de Muertos, like, banners that you see. And they're really pretty. And this woman wrote a crochet pattern for them. And I'm going to have, like, a 10-foot, not 10 foot, I'm going to have, like, a 10 square banner.
I was like, 10 foot.
Too long. 10 foot too long. But 10 squares of that, beautiful.
Just to like hang in your house?
Just to hang in my house.
That's
pretty.
So sweet.
I love garland. That. I'm a garland person.
I know. We just posted in the Crochet Daily, I think number 8.
Yeah.
A made by Goody pattern for like these beautiful triangles to make as a banner.
Like little bunting. It's like triangles hanging on like a Great British Bake Off.
Yes.
Like,
I
love that. Yeah.
And I kind of want to make a banner.
That would be a great stash buster too, because you could use up the yarn, all the colors you have. I would love that. I love bunting. Let's see, Springtime Straw Flower Scarf. That was a free one from Buku for Yarn Crawl.
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's super open, it's super
You've already
colorful.
started it?
I have caked the yarn, and I'm like, I consider that, I wouldn't normally consider that a WIP, but I want to make it, so I'm considering it on my WIP list to force myself to actually put my hook in.
Okay.
Garden of Eels is a pattern. Are you familiar with like the animals Garden of Eels?
No, I don't think so.
It's like when you go to like the aquarium and there's like sand, and then there's these little worms that are like,
oh yes,
ooh, and then they like go away.
Yeah,
that's like Garden of Eels. I guess they're all eels.
Okay.
So I wrote a pattern that I haven't finished yet for it, where there's like all this beautiful sand with holes in it, and then all the eels are separate, so you can push up from the bottom and the eels come up and down. And I've been like meaning to finish it because it got like really complicated, and I'm like, oh, this is too complicated for selling. This is just a me thing. And I want to finish it just because it's cute. And then Cat by Me, I started to make an Yzma cat from Emperor's New Groove, like her in her cat form in lavender.
So funny.
And I want to finish that as well. And then Chain of Hearts by Me, that's another one that I want to, like, these are just like, by me, I mean like I'm freehanding it. That reminds me, we were talking about thrift stores. I went to a thrift store near me and I got this.
Cute.
For like a couple of dollars. I'm going to crochet like a plant that hangs out of it, and it's going to be like the Chain of Hearts type, like fern.
Yeah. Cute.
Like, I'm a cat mom, and my cats eat all plants, so I don't really have
crochet
plants.
the plants.
So I'm gonna crochet the plants, so I have less vet bills to deal with.
Wait, but then you can use the brown as dirt.
Sammy, yes, just like stuff it in there.
Get in there.
Never see you again. But isn't that cute? Like, there's so many cute things at thrift stores that you can buy and be like, I'm gonna crochet into that. I'm gonna crochet the person who's making a lampshade. You could get a lampshade, like an ugly one from a thrift store. Bring new life to it.
Yeah.
Crochet over it. Bring in a whole new life. It'd be so cool.
I love crocheted plants.
Me
I love
too.
crochet plants.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to post pictures. I'll probably just wait for my photographer's professional pictures. But I crocheted a lot of stuff for my wedding. For those of you who don't know, I just had my wedding like a few weeks ago. I crocheted a ton of stuff. And I crocheted the wedding favors. The wedding favors were little crochet amigurumi
Adorable.
cacti with little flowers on top of them. They came out so cute. People who walked by thought that I was giving away real plants.
Yeah.
And they were like, how am I supposed to fly with that? And then they looked closer and was like, wait, are you kidding me? She crocheted us plants to take home. Like, she literally thought of everything. Like, it was just so sweet. My gift was so sweet.
Because you looked at it and you were like, does it crochet?
And yes.
Yeah.
And it was just so fun to crochet plants that people were very excited to have, that they won't kill. Like, their plant is never going to die.
It's
so
such
it was
a
like
thoughtful reminder of your wedding. And
it was everlasting love, everlasting cacti. It was like the sign that I put. And so like, if you guys have like browns and greens in your home, crochet some plants.
Yeah.
Like, just crochet some plants. There are so many plant patterns.
So
oh my
many.
gosh, so many plant patterns and amigurumi patterns. And I feel like because you're making a plant, if you make a mistake on like your plant, who cares? It's a plant.
And
Like,
Not Monsters has a ton of amigurumi plant patterns that are free. They also have books.
Oh, nice.
But like the pattern, they have plant ones that are free and they're really accessible. Like I've done his palm tree. I've done others, but I did his palm tree and that was really fun. I did that for one of my amigurumi August years ago.
Oh, that's so
and like
nice.
just really cool stuff. And I think the guy is really cool. I think he's like a dentist who just like fell in love with crochet and now he just like also writes patterns and just like really interesting.
You'll have to share his website on the Yarn Overhook site after this.
I will, absolutely. It's really cool.
Roxana, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Brunette St. Clair, true queen, has a scroll.
Yes. I have a scroll and we have this amazing quill to knock off our like completed.
Sonia, I need the Yzma cat. So is that your own pattern?
That is my own pattern that I'm working on writing. It's like, it's a little complicated, so I'm trying to figure out how to write it. It's really cute. It's like, I'll bring it in because it's mostly done. It's like this tall. And it's just like, I love Yzma. I have a cat named Yzma. And it's just like, I love it. I have a pattern out for the potion bottle from Emperor's New Groove. That one is like out and has been out for years. But I've been working on doing like a cute version of her cat form.
Would you want testers for it?
I'm sure I would. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll come to Yarn Over Hook for testers because I love when people want to test. And I love testing for people too. And Yarn Over Hook is such a wonderful resource for finding people who want to test and try things out. And it's like, when I started testing, it was nerve-wracking because a lot of times people like on IG will be like, do this, like share my profile, share this, and then you're entering a contest, and then you're in there with like 400 other people, and it's so stressful. It's
so
just like
stressful.
I just want it to be more like community.
It feels like the complete opposite of crocheting.
Yeah.
Because I definitely bypass tests that do that. And I feel like I don't even blame the testers for it. I feel like the social media like need to get followers and likes and eyes on your profile. I feel like that
that's what it is.
That like it was just it was inevitable to come to that kind of process of looking for testers. So I don't blame the crocheters for that. I feel like it's just become normalized because of how social media is.
Yes.
It's just like, it's such a bummer. So if you guys do have patterns that you want to be tested, we do have a section for that on Yarn Over Hook in the forums. Just put a blast out there.
Yeah.
You can even just put it on the activity feed as well. Like, hey, like I have a pattern. I really like some testers. Please send me a message and I'll send you the pattern, like kind of thing.
Exactly.
That is what Yarn Over Hook is for. That is what the community is for.
That is.
So like, yeah, we have some really fun resources in order for you to connect with folks for pattern writing and stuff like that on Yarn Over Hook. So definitely check it out.
And do pattern tests. Even if you're like newer, try them out, because a lot of pattern writers like me, I want the experience of someone who's experienced, and I want the experience of someone who knows nothing about it. Because I want to know like, oh, that's confusing to them. Because I remember when I was starting out being like, you know when you turn your work?
Yeah.
It said like rotate your work, and I was like, I don't know what that means. And then I would Google it, and like no one else out there is asking that question because it's so silly. Like, what does it mean to rotate? And I would just be working, and I would just be like, what does that do?
Yeah.
And I remember emailing the pattern tester or the pattern writer and like asking them what it meant, and they explained it to me. But like, that was helpful for her. She's like, you know what? I'm not going to use the word rotate. I'm going to use the word flip. And I was like, I think that makes more sense to me.
Flip your work, turn your work. Not rotate.
Yeah, like turn a page of book. Like turn, like
you really turn it.
Yeah, exactly. But rotate, I was like, what?
Yeah, if I read rotate, I would think that they meant to stay on that side and rotate it.
Exactly.
And then continue.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I would have thought.
I haven't thought about that in so long, but I could not understand that pattern I was testing. I was like, how do you rotate this? Like,
yeah,
wow.
I feel like if there's an opportunity for you to test something, like pick a pattern that you like first. Pick a pattern that you like. And if it doesn't have a whole bunch of like social media steps, like just like a Google form application, apply. Even if you've like never tested before. I had never tested before my Daisy Days tote. And she asked like, have you ever tested before? I said no, and I thought that would like knock me out. But I was selected still. And then I've only tested twice. Both times for the forms I filled out, they asked me what level I was, and they explicitly said, I want to get people of a variety of levels from absolute beginner to expert. And even in the group chats that I was in with people, with the people who were chosen for the testing, like the person who was the newer one asked questions. It was so nice to like talk it through with them. And like the pattern maker loved all of the questions that were being asked from the person who has not crocheted before or crocheted very little, because it really helped them like change the perspective, like get a different perspective of their pattern and like what works and what doesn't work, like the language of something. And I feel like that helps. I feel like it's helping us get to a more consistent kind of like formula for writing patterns for crochet.
I agree completely. And that's so funny. All this talk about pattern writing, I hate to say it, it made me remember I have another WIP to add to my list.
Do you really?
I do, yeah. This pen work. It's not all just remember. Let me grab one of your little pens back here if you don't mind. I forgot that I got asked to test a pattern, and I was like, absolutely. And I think I have to have it done in a few days, but it's very small. But it is, do you remember the pigeon I made for Mevsan?
Yeah.
Or the pigeon I made by Mevsan?
Yeah.
There's a little like secret addition being made to these adorable pigeons, and she wanted someone to test the additions. So I'm going to be working on those. So now I'm up to 10 WIPs. Because I would say yes, I probably will make that and finish it tonight. So that one will get knocked off really fast. Because it's just like an accessory.
Okay, but we're just being honest in this crochet kingdom.
Yeah, it's just like, so we all know, it's like, I'm up to 10 now. I'm adding WIPs. Like, as I'm sitting here. Just like, there's like a stock market ticker behind me. Like, it's like, oh, it's so funny.
Oh, that is so funny, Alexis.
Oh.
Welcome back, Roxana. I can't remember if I said that. Welcome back.
Well, welcome back twice, regardless.
Welcome back twice. Oh my goodness, that is so funny that you
I just
added
remembered that.
as we are doing this.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I did agree to do that, and I'm looking forward to it because I love her pigeon.
Oh,
And
good,
I
because
love
that
doing,
pigeon
like,
is so cute. I
it's
can't
so
wait to see it.
cute. Yeah.
Can you tell me like after what the secret is?
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
I
And
love a good secret.
I'll ask her if she wants any other pattern testers because it literally would probably take like 30 minutes. It's so small.
Okay, cool. Cool. Hi, Queen R. How are you? I missed your countdown. How are you doing? Queen R gets on the lives before I'm live.
Yeah.
And we'll put like 30 minutes, 5 minutes.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
I love it. So now I open up the lives and I look for your countdown, Queen R. But no pressure.
Oh.
No pressure. I don't want you to feel obligated to do it every time.
That's
I just thought that
really
it was really cute that you
cute.
do it. Jenny, so do we still count the WIP if we haven't touched it in over a year?
Okay, so what we landed on is if you intend to finish it.
If you
So,
intend to
yeah.
finish it, then
'Cause
it
it's
is
been-
considered a WIP.
It's been like 3 years since I worked on that Spirited Away pattern, but I want to finish it, and putting it on this list will make me finish it because I love to check things off.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I actually have a sweater on my dress form that I did not count in my WIPs because I don't know if I want to finish it. So I'm undecided on if I want to finish it or not, so I didn't mark it as a WIP. I don't consider it a work in progress. I might come back to it in the fall. Like, I don't feel excited or enthusiastic about it right now because it's warm.
Yeah. And you
And-
shouldn't force yourself to work on things that you're not feeling right now.
Exactly.
You know, because then you end up burning out and you just end up being miserable.
Your Crojo
Your
suffers.
Crojo.
Your Crojo. So yeah, what do you do, Jenny? Do you count yours that you haven't touched in over a year? Because I don't know if I want to give it times, because like sometimes it just takes a long time to get through a project. Sometimes you have to put it down for a while to get your Crojo back about it. So I don't really use time per se.
Yes.
It is just like, do
Will
I
I go
want
back
to?
to it?
Will I go back to it? Do
Yeah.
I want to finish it?
Or
Am I
like-
excited about this project?
Or should I just unravel it?
Or should I just unravel it?
You know?
Like there's a blanket that I was working on for so long. It sat in my WIP basket for over a year.
Yeah.
Every time I'd come back to it and think about restarting it again, I would groan.
Oh.
Like it was just not something I was excited about.
What was the problem with it? What made you like
There wasn't a problem with
Yeah.
it. The pattern is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I got bored. It took so much brain power to do it. It was a blanket and you're fine.
Yeah.
It's a blanket and I love blankets.
Yeah.
But it's not even that it was complicated. It just like it took forever to crochet up, and I think it was only a quarter of the way through.
Yeah.
I'm constantly having to count.
Sometimes I love a good just go in a circle project. I love to have a variety, but like
And like with
sometimes it's
blankets,
nice. Yeah.
like it was so much counting.
Yeah.
Because it's big.
Yeah.
Like I had over 300 stitches.
Do you ever, well, I guess because you're worried about dropping in the middle of it, but like, so wouldn't it help you to like put markers like every 25 stitches because you still would have to count them all?
So the thing is that the markers would work after I've already done a specific row. So a specific row would need specific number of stitches and it changes.
Yeah.
So like I would need this number of stitches for this row. So then I put markers on, but then when I'd come back, I'd have to take those markers off to do 3 like of a different row. And then I'd have to recount again so that I would get this number that I need for this section to then put a marker in.
Okay.
Like I would still,
So it'd still be like
it would
so
still
much
be
counting.
so much counting.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And that is grueling.
I can't drop a stitch. I can't add a stitch if I mess up. If I mess up, it's messed up.
Yeah.
Like I have to frog it.
Yeah.
It was just like, I wasn't excited about it anymore.
Yeah.
That's what it really was. I wasn't excited about it anymore. And so I stopped it and I
Yeah.
just could not bring myself to go back to it.
And have you unraveled it or is it just like existing?
Oh yeah, that's what the mustard yarn is right here.
Oh wow, your mustard series. Yeah.
So I'm going to I've decided I'm going to just make a bunch of pillows. I have so much, like there's some skeins there, the mustard yarn up there by the brown and the orange.
Yes.
And then there's like
Yeah.
4 more behind it.
Oh.
I bought that blanket needed a ton of yarn.
Yeah.
And so I bought a ton of that color.
Yeah.
But you've seen my living room. My living room
have,
is
yeah.
like peacock, mustard, light
Yes.
gray.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna make like a bunch of pillows.
That would be nice. Seasonal pillows are fun. I love all the options. a basket.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I was like trying to point with two hands. A basket like this made with that yarn would be beautiful, or even the whole basket made with that yarn, and then the trim in that green that you're like, what do I do with that green? If you just did the edge and the handles in the green.
I feel like the pillows that I want to make will use up the yarn. They're like big square pillows, and it's a bobble stitch.
Then
so
in the heater, yeah.
So I think I'm
bobble stitch a hungry boy.
I'm hungry.
It's a hungry.
So I'm even wondering if I'll be able to make one.
Yeah, that's actually like a really solid question. Like bobble stitches use so much yarn,
and it's like one of my favorite yarn eating stitches. It is like my favorite yarn eating stitch.
I mean, they're beautiful.
I love the bobble stitch.
I like the cobblestone stitch pattern, but it doesn't have the same like thickness as a bobble.
Yeah. Jenny, oh yeah, that makes me well over 10. I've got 2 blankets I haven't worked on in a year-ish that you intend to finish.
You intend to finish
them?
You
intend to finish them? Because then that would count.
Strive to finish them.
Lisa, Sammy, I love your basket and the colors are beautiful. Thank you.
Are.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it. It's so cozy. And I'm actually going to make this one pretty tall. It's probably going to be about this tall.
Ooh,
with the handles.
That'll be nice.
I want a nice deep blanket or basket so that I can like put bigger projects in. Like the basket that I have that I'm like inceptioning from is small.
Oh my gosh, you are. You're crocheting from a basket. A crochet basket full of yarn to make a basket made of yarn.
Put yarn in.
That's so
it's
funny.
Like yarnception going on right now.
So funny. I didn't even
this is how I'm carrying it.
Yeah.
I crocheted this basket.
Which came first?
I put right.
One time, that makes me think, one time I was crocheting this sweater, and I made the sleeve, and then I made the other sleeve, and I ran out of yarn like here, but the other one was full length, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, I didn't want to order more yarn, because I'd already ordered more yarn twice for the sweater. It was like a nightmare.
Yeah.
And what I did was I undid this one, and then I just crocheted this one from this yarn live, so it was like,
Yep, I did. I literally did that on live for the hexagon pullover. I pulled from one hexagon panel to the other hexagon.
That's just what you gotta. That's what you gotta do. You gotta commit sometimes. That's so funny.
But yeah, thank you so much, Lisa. I'm very excited.
Yes.
I actually just had to change skeins for one of the grays, and it's like it's a nice gradient. Do you see that?
This
so the light gray going into a dark gray.
That is.
And so then the orange, I think, will also change orange.
Are you gonna change to another orange and then do another green?
The stone is gonna change to like that weird gray color up there by the orange.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's like not white, but it's not
this one right here?
Gray. Yeah,
that to me looks like lavender.
Oh, it's not purple either. I'll show you. I'll take it out and show you after because it's not purple.
It looks. What mystery color is it?
It's weird. Yeah. I don't know where I got it from, but I'm gonna change into that one too. The green I think might stay the same actually, but yeah, I'm hoping it'll gradient into like the different shades that I have of these colors.
When you bought that one, what color did you think it was?
I don't think I bought it. I think I was given it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It looks so lavender.
No, I'll show you when I pull it out. I'll show you when I pull it out. It's like a weird, it almost like reminds me of glass. Like it's a strange color. It's a very strange color. Brunette Sinclair, I started a blanket last year, put it down, and then finished it 2 months ago.
Oh, that must have felt good. Congratulations.
I'm sure that felt very, very good, Brunette.
Amazing.
Do you mind posting a picture? I would love to see it.
I would love to see it too.
Jenny, well, I tend to do simple row repeats when it comes to blankets. I've got one that I am whipping that is 1 row repeat, and then another is corner to corner. So that's my mindless crochet project.
Oh, I love a mindless one.
I love a good mindless crochet project, especially blanket, because I feel like as you're crocheting it, you can lay underneath it.
Oh yeah, snuggle up underneath it.
Yep, as you're making it. That's my favorite part about making blankets.
I love that.
Is like laying like getting to that point where it's covering your body as you're making it. That's my favorite. Turning really stinks because it's huge.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
It's fine. Oh my gosh, I can hear that yarn.
I know, it's such a brutal yarn.
Do you guys hear that? It's like
I was
she's pulling through. Is it fitting?
It is fitting. Yeah, it's fitting as it was written.
Oh, it's look at how cute. It's coming along so nicely.
It's gonna be attached. I'm gonna make the top knot the bun.
Twinsies.
It's like so cute. It's like.
I can't. It looks so good.
Oh, she won't need all the hairspray that I use for her hair. What was I gonna say? I was gonna go. Oh, I was gonna say when I've worked on really large projects that I have to flip, if I don't want them to be like on my lap, which that is the ideal, but I want them to flip easily, I put them in like a giant bowl that sits like between my legs. Even if they're flowing out of the bowl, it's like
Because then you just do right?
I can just turn it around like that. It's not a great
smart.
solution, but it's something.
No, sometimes I don't even turn it.
Yeah.
My projects. I'll just like, or I will, but it's not. I'll be sure to go back and forth like this.
Yeah.
And it just twists in the middle as opposed to like
And you
flipping the
twist it
whole
the same way
thing.
each
And I
time.
just twist it back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
As
the
opposed to
same.
going around and around. It like gets kind of wonky with the hook. And I have
Yeah.
to be sure that the hook placement is good.
Yeah.
But that's typically what I end up doing. Hi, Kareen.
Hello.
How are you?
I sounded like Mrs. Doubtfire just then. I was like, hello.
Jenny, I do intend to finish them. Eventually, one is a simple single crochet blanket. So yeah, I guess they would count.
Was that one
And
of the
it's
first
big.
blankets you made? The
Wait,
single
wait,
crochet?
yeah,
because that is
single
like
crochet blanket.
I was gonna say because that's like the first blanket that people like will try
Oh,
to
it's a
make,
canon
and then
moment.
and then
It's a
they're
canon
like,
moment.
and then they're like, oh,
Yeah.
once, like they're in it like a foot.
How far have you gotten, Jenny? And why did
And
you pick
what
single
size
crochet?
yarn are you using?
Yeah, I need all the details.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody says they're doing a single crochet blanket, I'm like, why?
Tell me quickly.
Tell me like what's the story behind that?
It's like that.
But yeah, I always feel like it's a
it's a canon moment.
for crocheters. Hi, is it Kyla? Kxyla? I'm making a doll too, but sadly it isn't as demure as yours. I'm sure it looks amazing. Are you on Yarn Over Hook? We would love to see it.
I love everything you can make in crochet, and I know you can make a lot of things, and they're all amazing. It's so cool. You know, whatever makes you smile.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see.
Okay, let me see what friends are posting. I don't want to miss anything.
How to use more of this brown.
Oof.
In case you're just joining us now, I hate this brown. This is my most hated yarn. It's a Red Heart Super Saver Coffee Cafe, and it is like sandpaper in your hands. But I have so much of it, and I want to get rid of it, so I always use it when I have a pattern that calls for brown. I'm like, okay, that's it.
So that we can get rid of it.
I have to like lotion my hands after because my skin gets like it's just like like it's an awful yarn.
Awful. That is awful. Michelle, are you still here?
Look at that
Cutie patootie.
Oh my gosh! What
His
a
little
baby.
crown.
His little butt. He's so cute. That's beautiful. I love crocheting baby things. Just the cutest stuff. No worries. Maybe it was some of the fuzz from this brown yarn. It's coming for you. Comes for us all. The other reason that I don't like it, and this is just like adding on to this like endless list, is like when you pull through the polyfill, it like will always pull through like an occasional fiber, but like you see it on this because it's like so annoying. It's just like, come on, make it easy. But I don't like it. But it's gonna go, and you know what? Someday I'll miss it. Just watch. That's what happens. Someday I'll be like, my brown yarn.
Oh my goodness. This is Jenny's Yarn Swift.
Oh, that makes so much sense. So do you open the hank, and then do you put the like vertical prongs in after you kind of spread it open, and is that how you place it on?
Oh, right, because you would have to guess how wide it is, right?
Yeah, and I would think like you'd probably just like lay the hank on and then put those vertical prongs in, because the other ones open like an umbrella inside of the hank.
Right, they do.
That's such a good idea, and that honestly takes up a lot less space than mine does.
And then brunette. This granny square blanket is gorgeous.
Ooh. Wow, look at your
Is it a temperature blanket?
That's so even. That's such a beautiful set of even stitches. I'm in love with that.
It looks so good.
Beautiful. Wow, look at them. Oh my god, they look so pretty. You're very talented. Oh, guys, I was just crocheting with a tail.
I've done that before. I caught myself doing that before.
Okay, it only was like 6 stitches, so like, it was just like,
oh my goodness.
it got me.
That cough got me. I really do think a fiber of that yarn like got in my throat.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's coming for us all.
It is. It's because we're talking mean about it.
We're
We're sorry
about it. It's like, I'm sorry, Red Heart Super Saver. It's like making my like skin crack, and it's like going for you.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, no more talking badly about that yarn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We'll just talk extra nice about it, but know what we actually mean. Like, it's the best yarn.
KXYLA. You can join Yarn Over Hook to show us and post a picture.
Yes.
It's free. The link is in the description. We would love to have you. Did I tell you that we're only like 10 members away from 500?
No, I didn't know that.
I can't believe I didn't tell you that.
That's so exciting.
So if we have friends here who have not joined Yarn Over Hook yet, it is the social media for crocheters.
Just
we would
crocheters.
love to have you. We can if you knit, that's fine.
I mean, you can do both.
But
I'm a double agent.
yeah,
I do both.
she's a double agent.
But I mean, like, it's a great resource because so many of the other platforms, they're all about like knitting, and you also crochet. And like, it's just nice to have an option of a world where it's like, here are patterns, here are things I make.
That's crochet first.
So it's crochet first because it's like, how many times have I, because I started crocheting, looked at a pattern before I knit, and I was like, oh, I want to make that. Oh, it's knitting. Yeah. And I can't, and then be sad, you know. And then I learned to knit. But like, it's nice to have an option somewhere where like you can go and be like, hey, don't you love a double single crochet, or like, don't you love a single crochet, or like a half double
crochet,
or like that we knew what it meant that you were doing a single crochet blanket. We were like, oh, we know that.
Right, that's
we
community.
Get it. That's
we
community.
Get that.
We understand like that struggle.
Like, and that's what Yarn Over Hook is. So we would love to have you. If you have not signed up yet for Yarn Over Hook.
Yeah.
Ooh, my voice came back. If you have not signed up yet for Yarn Over Hook and become a member and join our wonderful, vibrant community, we would love to have you.
And we're always sharing the things we're making, everybody's making. It's like such a source of inspiration and just positive vibes. And like, everybody needs that. And it's so nice.
Yeah. So sign up is free. You can follow the link in the description.
Yeah.
So I did just check. We just need 9 more members and we're at 500.
Oh my God.
So we would love to have you.
Well, your kingdom. I'm like, I'm queen for the day.
Well, it could be like one of those things, like you're just a representation, like you know, like I'm a
puppet. I'm a puppet queen, and you are the true. She is the true Yarn Over Hook behind Yarn Over Hook. I'm just here.
We would love to have you guys. So definitely follow that link in the description. We would be so happy for you to join us. Lisa, I guess that the baby blanket could be a WIP. I would consider it one because it's definitely, you're currently working on it.
Yeah.
Brunette, I used 3 different colors of a Go yarn. What do you mean? Oh, is that just a typo? Because it looks great. It looks really awesome. Okay, so we have 42 votes so far.
Ooh.
How many WIPs, works in progress, do you have? 19% says 1. Look at you, good little crocheters.
Wow, good for them.
2 to 5 is at 43%. 6 to 9 is at 14%. And 10 plus is at 24%. So you're not the only queen.
I'm not the only queen.
There are several people with 10 plus WIPs. My goodness.
So many kingdoms, and I love it.
Oh, it's what it's called. Ogo yarn.
Ogo yarn. I have a question for like all of my fellow queens out there who have multiple projects. Do you, let's say you're working on multiple projects and they use the same size of hook. Do you just like write a note and put it in with your project so you remember? Like, how do you remind yourself what size hook you used for this pattern? Because sometimes a pattern will give you a range of hooks.
Right.
Or sometimes you'll make the change yourself.
Because you had said that you make the note on the pattern what size you end up using.
I just started doing that recently because I've learned the hard way of not doing that.
Yeah.
So like this pattern, for instance, I wrote on the very front of it, I'm like, I'm using a 2.0 millimeter. And like, I have been burned so many times with that because I have one set of really nice hooks and then I have like a set of not nice hooks, and I much prefer to use my really nice hooks. So I will just take them from project to project and like work on them with other things. But then I end up in this position where I'm like, oh, like what hook size did I use? So I'd love to hear what other people are using as a way. Like, how do you ever have that issue?
I always have that issue. And I literally just came up with, like, I just came across that problem yesterday, pulling out a WIP that I have not seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to guess what hook I used. Because I remember the hook I used on the project that I made with that yarn before.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming I didn't change it. Like, if I know past Sam, I didn't change the hook for the next project that I did because I liked the way the hook was with that yarn. And so I would have just repeated it. I would have just used the same hook. This is the Ogo yarn.
Oh,
I've only ever seen it once. And is it the one, I think like you basically get 4 skeins in one.
Oh,
And I
I've
think
never
you can
ever heard of
pull
that.
from each of them, but I can't remember. I can't remember if that's
so
true.
interesting. If that's the case, that's so interesting.
Yeah, they're very, very interesting, and they come with a bunch. You can get a bunch of colors. You can get just a couple colors.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, really interesting yarn.
Yeah, there needs to be a better system for remembering like what hook you used and things.
I mean, we are going to make some stuff for that because I want some clippies as well as my hook
that would be the
leash.
perfect a clip-on
Yeah,
thing?
just a clip that
Yeah.
you can clip onto your project with the size hook that you use.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I've seen like wooden ones.
Yeah.
but I have not seen. Oh, thank you.
Just like
I
everyone needs to
have
see
not
this beautiful
seen.
blanket.
Thank you.
It's shy.
I have not seen yarn over hook ones.
Ooh.
So
I'm excited. And then there'll be beautiful lavender, which I love.
I know you love the color of yarn
that.
over hook.
I wore my royal purple today just in case. Yeah. But no, I would love that. That would be so nice. Because
Yeah.
I do love my like tulip hooks, and I
Right, and
move them
I'm
from project to
constantly
project.
moving hooks
Yeah.
from project to project. So like
Yes.
having something that indicates what hook size I use on a project, definitely a must. I need
agree.
something like that.
I'm a little scared to go back to that ocean top because I'm like, what hook size? Ooh, I
Oh
just burnt-
no, you don't
What
remember
hook-
it?
I don't remember, but I think it's written on the pattern. I think I wrote it down.
Oh no. Okay, Mars, I only have 6 whips, but I write it down in a journal.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's a nice way to
Do you use
keep
one
up
of
with
those
that.
project journals for like fiber artists? Have you seen those? They're
I
really
have.
cute. Yeah.
I have seen those where you can like write down the yarn. You can like
Yeah.
tape a piece of yarn to it.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never bought one because like I, as a child, tried to start a diary like 9 times and would write like 2 days of entries and then just like blast off.
I have so many notebooks that I maybe only use the first 5 pages.
Yeah, so I'm just like, it's now thankfully I actually use the notebooks because I use it for pattern work and things like that. But like the diary thing, I like tried so many times. I'm like, okay, well, what if it's like an even cuter diary? Then maybe I will like sit down and write.
And
it.
I love stationery. I love notebooks.
I love
So
stationery.
like
too.
having to commit to a notebook is also like, I'm like, oh, but what if I find one that I like better?
More.
Let's
That would be
see.
hard.
Brunette, you can separate the colors and put them in the order that you want. That's what I did.
That's so
yeah, that's really cool. I
cool.
remember seeing them in Joann's and wondering what they were.
Joanne.
So yeah, that
Rest in
is so
peace.
cool. I know. I'm so bummed. I'm really bummed about that.
They're gonna become spirit Halloweens, and then we should go dressed up as like haunted yarn balls.
That's so funny.
Like use
should.
pool noodles
Because they
to make, like, the
absolutely
yarn.
are going to become Halloween.
Oh, a Halloween store, 100%.
That's so bummed. I'm so bummed about that.
I know.
Yay, you just joined. Welcome, KXYLA.
Welcome.
Yay, welcome to Yarn Over Hood.
Share everything you're making. Friend us on there.
Please do.
You know, and, like,
Find us and follow us.
you can see all the things
we'll
that
be
we're making.
friends.
I'll post my entire WIP list like on there with the links to the patterns.
Oh, that would be so
that
great.
way people can see like what I'm actually working on and like what my hook is in.
Yeah,
and
that would be
everything like
really
that.
nice.
Yeah.
Lisa, resting now. Tomorrow I'm going to do a table and we'll work all day tomorrow at my table and after too. Lisa, good luck.
Ooh.
What did you crochet for your table for tomorrow? What do you have ready? Because I know that you make a lot of different things.
I love to hear what people make for markets. There's such variety and
I
it's
know,
so fun.
I know. I really want to go to some markets this summer
Yeah.
to support some crochet friends, especially because like the rise of like Temu crochet being out there. I feel like it's probably harming some like indie crochet people.
I'm sure.
Like someone had mentioned to me like that they saw crochet out and they were like, it costs this much. And I was like, oh, that's great. And they were like, oh, I thought that was expensive. And I was like, I mean, like crochet should be
Yeah.
a little pricey because it's handmade.
It's a handmade
And
heritage
if
craft.
it's cheap, then I'm sus. And if
Yeah.
it's like Temu or not.
Yeah.
Unless the person sitting at the table is crocheting or something.
Yeah. I mean, we've had that experience.
Yeah, we
were
did when we went to the fair.
Yeah.
There were, I can't believe the number of booths that were selling fake crochet.
Yeah.
And I feel like unless you're aware of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if the people who accepted those booths, because I'm sure you have to apply.
Yes.
If they knew that like, oh, this person's going to sell Temu crochet.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's because people are just really coming to like realize that you cannot crochet
produce.
from you can't
Yeah.
mass produce crochet unless it's exploited work.
Yes.
And I feel like it's just I almost want to take any opportunity I can to like remind people that, because I feel like it just like slips through.
Yeah.
And folks forget that you cannot mass produce crochet. So if you see crochet in a store, like I think right now, where was it? TJ Maxx?
You see like garments and it's like either it's knitted, there's a knit stitch that replicates the look of crochet more or less. Or it's like, you know, so then they'll make it with a knitting machine, like a like big technology thing. Or someone's making it in poor conditions, you know, and they're like, you know, not getting paid well.
Yeah, and it's a bummer. It's really a bummer to see.
But the best thing we can do is be informed so that we know what we're buying.
Yep, and inform others. So like the person who had asked me about it, I was like, oh yeah, like you should be paying the person a little, like at least close to minimum wage.
Yeah.
Depending on where you are buying your crochet from.
Yeah.
So if it's on the price your end, you can probably like guarantee that it was handmade.
Yeah.
If it's on the cheaper end, it probably was not. I mean, it's all handmade, but like, you know, like made by the person who is sitting there selling it and not from like Temu or something.
I also like, sometimes when I make things for markets, I price them low because I made them for the experience of learning that technique. And it just like lives in my apartment otherwise.
Okay.
So like, it just depends. There are things that I'm like, oh, I'm going to price that higher because like the amount of time it took and the yarn in it and stuff. And sometimes I price things lower because I'm like, well, you know, I just made this while relaxing and watching a movie with my husband, and like I don't care if I make like
take a whole lot of effort.
Yeah, it was just something for me to like fidget with, and like I enjoyed myself, and like I don't need to make like a large amount of money on it, just like a little bit. You know, it was like nice. So I keep like a little range of things, and I like have like, you know, no sew and like those kinds of low energy like easy projects for that.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah,
especially like to each their own with regard to pricing and stuff. And it's hard out here in these streets, especially these handmade goods streets, because I feel like a lot of folks don't really understand what goes into hand making things and just sees the price and they're like, oh,
like
what,
like how much yarn can go into that, how can expensive can it be? And it's like it takes like so many hours. Yeah.
And the pattern making, the supplies, the tags, the booth fees, like all of the things go into that. And I just like, at this point, when people ask me or they bring it up, I'm like, oh yeah, that price seems fair. I just say that, like, yeah, that seems fair considering this. Yeah. And then the person is usually, which is awesome, they're like, oh,
I never thought about it that way.
Right. I never thought of it like that. And like just constantly just saying that over and over and over again to folks who approach me about like, I just saw this expensive crochet and I was like, let me see what it was. Yeah. Because I can let you know if that price was probably fair.
Yeah, like by the hour. Just
yeah. Yeah. Ukulele girl, hello.
Hi again.
How are you? I'm doing craft markets late this summer too. What are you going to do for your markets?
Nice.
Hi Trish, how are you? I have 3 WIPs. One, a Battenberg blanket for my mom.
Ooh, I love a Battenberg.
What is Battenberg?
It's like a cake, I think. It's like the cake when you cut into in the UK. It's like 4 squares, like checker.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm guessing this blanket looks like a Battenberg. Yeah.
That's so cool. And the second one is my scrap yarn rug, and the last WIP, a scarf in Tunisian crochet.
Ooh. I love your variety.
I know, such a variety. I had actually considered making a rug with my scrap yarn.
That's a cool idea.
I feel like I might, like, there's been, I think the same person, my Poppet Crochet, has a rug pattern for scrap yarn. I'm pretty sure. It might have been another crocheter that I saw it from too, though.
That reminds me, I saw such an interesting scrap yarn idea. And the person took scrap yarn, they put it into, have you seen that, like, fabric that dissolves that you use for embroidery?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, so they sandwiched it in between 2 layers of that, and they laid it all kind of like flat in there, and then they went into their sewing machine, and then they sewed it like a quilt. All these lines going all over the place, and then they dissolve the fabric that dissolves, and the yarn was all sewn together that way because they went over it so many times. And then they made essentially a sheet of yarn fabric, and then they cut it and made a project bag out of it. I know. I was like,
can you send me this video?
I'll grab my phone after and I'll send it to you.
That's wild.
And I was like, that is the coolest thing ever.
Oh my god.
And then the project bag has all these like ends that stick out and like are like crazy. Yeah. It's really cool. And I was like,
that's so
genius.
neat.
And I was like, I love that idea. That's so fun.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'd be afraid of it coming out, but was it like a thick layer of yarn?
It was a thick layer of yarn that they had sewed through with the sewing machine.
Okay.
Doing like all those swirlies that you do when you do like quilting.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Wow.
I'll put it on Yarn Overhook and I'll show it to you after.
Yeah, I'm excited
That
to
way other
see
people
that.
can see it. Because like I love like mixed media. I think it's so interesting, all the stuff that we can do together.
I love it when people mix, especially like yarn with that kind of stuff. I love that. I can't wait to see that.
Me too. I mean, me too. I haven't seen it, but I can't wait to show you.
Oh my goodness. I'm at that point with this skein where it's like floppy like this. And it just like moves everywhere and won't stay put anymore.
Yep. Let's
But we're
go on
getting
an
there.
adventure.
We are getting there. I think my green is almost done too.
That's so exciting.
Oh, I love this. I love this. I'm taking my scrap yarn and I'm putting it to good use.
That's really nice.
If you are just joining us, this is the Summer Stash Bash pattern for this week. It is a scrap yarn basket, and it's by my Poppet Makes. So you can find the link for it in the description of this live. It's so much fun.
And you're
I'm
working
like, loving this.
3 pieces of yarn at a
Four.
time. 4 pieces of yarn at a time.
Yeah.
So she's eating through a yarn stash.
I'm eating through my
Yeah.
yarn stash. I am so happy. I'm so excited. I've gotten so much done during this live. But I think I do want it like, I think I still
You want it taller. I think double is tall at least.
Yeah, at least double this.
Yeah. How many rows have you gotten to at this point?
Oh. 11.
Okay, so maybe like 25 will be where you land.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. I think it'll be 25 will actually be really, really good.
That's nice.
I am excited.
Let's see.
Did you get her hair?
I did. I was just...
Yay!
Her little bun's attached.
Yay, it looks so good. She's
got like a little bang.
So good. A little bang.
Once it's attached, just like... She's doing yoga. She needs some legs. Ooh.
She does need some legs.
It's okay. That's just a piece of scrap. It's
So
gonna
are
go into
you
your-
attaching the head now?
I am going to attach the head now. I know, I'm very excited. I just want to make sure, because I'm following this pattern page by page. I want to make sure I'm not skipping something. Oh, she has you do the eyes. Yeah, because the eyes are yarn as well. She puts
Okay.
pins in for the eyes to help you mark them.
Oh,
But
that's
I don't
so
need the pins.
smart.
But yeah, that'll be nice. But I'm going to attach the head now.
Yay!
Exciting.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I was hoping I would be able to get to the head and the hair today at least. Let's see.
Renee, I made my strap chains market bag way too tight. It's going to take me all night to get through the first round. Yeah, you definitely don't. Yeah, when you go around to do that first chain for straps.
That's brutal. when that happens.
I don't know, Renee. I might recommend that you frog it and do it again.
If you've
because
only
it's
done the chain,
If you've only done the chain and you're just now coming back over it. And I only recommend that because when you do your strap, it might end up wonky. Like it might end up like you might not be able to lay it flat. It might be too tight on one part of the strap and then loose on the other side. So you might want to redo your chain.
I would agree. I would redo the chain if you've only done the chain so far.
Ukulele Girl hoping to do soot sprites, elephant,
Oh,
all the
soot
things I
sprites.
enjoy making. My dad wants to sell woodworking, so we want to do a table together. Ukulele Girl, that sounds awesome.
That's so sweet. I have soot sprites in the Spirited Away pattern that's on my WIP list.
Oh, nice.
It was one of the ones I hadn't done yet because at the time I was too afraid to work with really fuzzy yarn. And the pattern had you do it with fuzzy yarns. They had that nice like soot spritey fuzz.
Right.
And now I'm not afraid of it anymore because my technique is to run it in tandem with a piece of worsted weight the same color. And then you can feel it even if you can't see it.
Right.
So it works out great. So now I'm not afraid of it anymore.
Oh, that is so nice.
So I will be joining you making soot sprites.
I can't
very
wait to
soon.
see yours.
Yeah.
I just posted a photo of my Saturday through Monday amigurumi.
Wow.
Made all of these
gosh.
for my teachers. Guess which subject is which.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I could guess. I know that the elephant, I think you said, was for your music teacher.
Photography is the camera. That's for sure, right?
I would assume so.
And then
I have no idea for the Pokemon or the little piggies.
or the frog.
Or the frog. That frog is so cute.
Is the flower for an art teacher?
It looks like a keychain.
It's
Maybe.
cute. They're all cute.
They look
and
so good.
Anyone will be
Ukulele
lucky to
Girl.
have them.
I love it. I literally have so much scrap yarn. I feel like I can crochet a whole house. Maybe you should. make me
That would be
want
cute.
to start a basket. You should.
You
start a
should.
basket
It's
because
a great pattern.
I like two things I feel like you can never have enough of: baskets and blankets.
Mm-hmm.
And baskets for your blankets.
I was gonna say you should make a basket for your blanket. Yeah.
Like, I love baskets and I love making baskets.
Mm-hmm.
This is only my second one, and I think it's because the reason why I haven't made a basket, I don't know, I have so many pinned on my Pinterest, like, I just haven't made one. And this gave me a really good excuse to make one because then I could get rid of a ton of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So, Trish, I highly recommend it.
I want to make the summer stash basket. Summer
Yay,
stash basket.
you should. The summer stash bash basket.
It's just like I have to, once I pull the yarn out of my closet, I'm like, okay, that's it. It's on the WIP list. But just like I haven't pulled it out yet.
But
I'm like, I know, I'll do it because I have yarn that I'm like, what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah, and just get like four skeins. I think even 3.
Yeah.
But I wanted to use 4 because I really wanted to get rid of this yarn. Lisa, have a good dinner.
Ooh.
Trish, I use 1 to 2 hook sizes up for the chain. That helps me with tight tension.
That's
Somebody
a
else
good
said that they
idea,
did the same
too.
thing. That they
is
do
really helpful.
What did they say they do when they do a chain, a slip stitch join?
Yeah.
They also go up in a hook size so that they don't join too tight.
That's such a good idea. That's such a good way to solve what is a problem that is very easy to have happen.
Right, Trish. That's so smart. Ukulele girl, mine are moss sprites. Oh, right, because you did in a different color.
Very cute. Are they green?
I think they were blue, right?
Ooh.
I think it was something like a blue. So you like call them like sea sprites?
I like that.
I can't remember. I might be mixing this up with someone else. Renee. Okay, Froggy.
Yeah. You'll be happier.
You will. Ukulele girl, you can't buy yarn. We're doing the summer stash bash. Trish, I want to do the Christmas one. I think it's a free pattern by Hobie. A Christmas basket. I just love baskets, and I love crocheting baskets. I really, really do. This one is going to be such a good basket. I am so excited for it.
Oh my god. I have to fix the arms. I have to sew them together, but she's starting.
Alexis. So cute. Hi. Hello. Hi. So did you already put the wire in here?
Yeah, the wire's in the arms already, yeah. And then I just want to sew the hands together. But maybe I'll wait so that I can move them around a little bit and take like a little video. But like, oh, she's so cute.
She is so cute.
I'm gonna start on her. I'm gonna do her eyes. I brought
Oh yeah, you gotta do her eyes.
I brought some black yarn. This is the stretchiest yarn I own. It came in like a multi-pack of like 50 little tiny things like this, little tiny skeins. And feel
Did
how
you get this from
stretchy.
Remainders? Is this the one?
I got this from Amazon a million years ago. But
Oh,
it's super
whoa.
stretchy. And it's just some like random yarn, like it is not associated with the company. But it's like, it's so springy.
I love
And
that.
it feels really interesting. So I use it for like random things because I'm like, well, I don't know if I trust you.
No,
like
you have to
random
get her
yarn.
face on before we end.
I'm going to. I'm going to give her eyes.
So cute.
Luckily, she just has cute little eyes that are closed, and that's like the whole vibe.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love the simplicity of that. It's just so
Me
precious.
too. Let's see.
Yeah, it's like a Santa. Oh my gosh, Trish, that's so cute. Can you share the pattern on Yarn Over Hook?
Please.
We would love to see that pattern.
I love Christmas patterns.
Ukulele girl, I had the sea sprite, but one of my classmates wanted the green one, so I bought a lot of green yarn. Ah, got it. Annie, wow, that is so cute. It is seriously so cute. And then Yarn Over Hook team, so cute.
Thank you.
KXYLA, I'm making a hexagon cardigan, but I'm out of the color yarn I'm using, so I'm making a doll, and I'm going to make it a hexagon cardigan and the whole outfit.
Oh my god, how cute is that?
That's a good idea.
Make it mini. I love it.
Trish, yes, I can do. Thank you.
Let's see. Do I think there? Or do I think here? I think that's too close. All right, I'm trying to
You're
decide.
like a little eyelash.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide like where to place the second eye, like how far to the left.
Ah, right.
Yeah. Maybe I will have to go one more in. It's always like a debate when you're like, when the pattern doesn't say
Exactly
you
where
know,
to place things.
And I think it sort of does. It tells you what row to put them on, but it doesn't say how many stitches between them. So it's kind of like, you know, and like even then, when you're working in the round, like tensions change and like all these different things. So you have to make those adjustments all the time. So it's kind of like, sometimes I hate when like the exact eye placement I want is like in the middle of a stitch. I'm like,
Yep.
Why is it like that?
Sometimes I just go ahead and tear through it.
Yeah, I agree.
I will just go through the stitch.
I have made that same call because I'm like, you have to make that call sometimes. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this basket. I was nervous about the colors before, and for some reason I thought that it was giving Christmas.
Oh no, it's giving like Southwest in a lovely way.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's like very Southwest.
Oh my gosh, the orange and the green are wedding colors.
Yeah, there you go.
That is so funny. I didn't even do that.
Are those the yarns from your wedding?
No,
because you're different. Green.
No,
you're different green. It was like a darker green.
It was.
Yeah.
That's what I actually plan on using for the top that I was talking about. That's the Kobu yarn.
Oh, yes. That's right. That beautiful velvety top.
Yeah,
not velvety, but it's like, it feels so smooth.
It's just so smooth.
It's buttery.
Buttery. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good description.
Let's
I'm
see.
excited. I am so excited for this basket. It is very Southwest.
It is. It's really cute.
I love it.
Some micro adjustments to the eyes.
Ukulele girl, I just made 2 of the same thing, and my tension is so off.
Oh, so hard when you have to do that. I got lucky this time that the wig and the head of this doll matched because they're different brands of yarn, and I've been burned many a time.
You know what I actually noticed the other day from my hangers?
Yeah.
So you guys can see this hanger here.
Yeah.
And this hanger over here, the pink one.
Yeah.
They're the same yarn, same pattern. I use the same hook. This one is 4 inches smaller.
Whoa. Do you think it's because you had confidence because you're doing it a second time that you just were like, what is it?
No. Do you want to know what it is? Ooh. I finished this one, I think a month, maybe a few weeks before my wedding. I started this one 2 weeks before my wedding.
Oh.
So my stress
level was tightened.
My stress level tightened it as I was making it.
You needed some yoga relaxation advice.
I needed her. I needed her during it. Friends.
You needed her to be like, be at peace.
Look at her.
Be at peace, friends. Relax.
She's so precious.
Stretch. Be at peace.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Cutie.
I can't wait till her legs are on. She's
and her legs are thick.
Yeah, she's
They're
got
like
thick
some
thighs.
thick, like cute little legs that come around the front.
Yeah, because she sits like crisscross kind of. It's gonna be cute once she's like not like an egg shape. But for right now, this is so cute. Just like
look at how cute. Hi friends.
So cute.
I hope you have a beautiful day.
Welcome to Yarn Over Hook. Join us.
Community. Yarn Over Hook.
I meant it. It's okay.
Community. Yarn Over Hook.
I think
she's so cute.
She's so tiny. It's not. I spilled my little bag in here, but I might have like my tiniest.
I feel like we need to crochet her a yoga mat in the Yarn Over Hook colors.
I literally was going to say that.
No way. Are you for real?
Dead serious. Also, look, this is one of the crochet hooks that I broke in the past. I brought it because I wanted to show you like the type of crochet hook. But look, now she's a yoga crocheter. She's got her own.
She's got her own hook.
Yeah, I was like,
there we go. Influence her hand. Look at her own hook.
That's the end of one that I broke.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Alexis.
it's like it's tiny. It snapped right in half. Just like.
Oh my goodness.
But
I can see why it would have.
Yeah. It's just like aluminum and like not nice. I just use it now as like a
But now it's her
tool.
hook.
But yeah, now it's her hook. Now she's a crocheter with us. Because she's a member of Yarn Over Hook.
Yarn Over Hook.
Even if you're made of crochet, we're here for you at Yarn Over Hook.
Oh gosh, she is so cute. She is so cute.
She's been in my to make list for years.
You said that, and I'm so glad that you finally started her.
I am. It's just like,
and her hair looks great. It looks
I love
so good.
it. Yeah, I love the brown. It does a good job, even though I hate the way it feels in my hands. It does such a good job, and it has such nice structure. I love her. I also don't mind that she doesn't have ears. Sometimes patterns have ears, and sometimes I'm like, are they necessary?
She looks so good.
Yeah.
She looks so good without ears.
I love her. She's adorable.
KXYLA, y'all are so positive. Love y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's the crochet. It brings out the positivity.
Oh, I found the problem. I used scrap yarn for one, which was the exact color, but is just slightly more dense. So it might be a different yarn weight. Well, friends, oh my goodness, this was such a fun live. Let's check the poll before we head out.
Yes.
So with 44 votes, how many WIPs do you have? 18% said 1, 45% said 2 to 5, 14% said 6 to 9, and 23% said 10 plus.
Well, I thought I was in the 6 to 9 category, but I'm in the 10 plus.
Yep. So now you're in the 10 plus
I'm in the 10
category.
Plus. Yeah, we need a 11 plus category.
So let's end that poll there. Thank you guys so much for voting. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
We made all these
did a lot on my basket.
She's like,
oh, hello.
So cute.
She's so beautiful. Cute. Thank you. I'm so happy with it. I am so happy with it. Does she want to sit in? I'll take out my hook.
It's like a little hot tub. She's just like...
She's relaxing.
She's relaxing. She's been crocheting all day.
This is probably going to end up being our thumbnail.
I think this is so cute. We need like some blue yarn in there, and then it's like her little hot tub. Just
oh my gosh. Blue. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
And for seeing the coronation.
And for seeing our debut of the WIP Queen. We will be live again in 2 weeks. So Stitches, us two together. We're live every other Wednesday at 2:30. Those Wednesdays in between is with me at 2:30. So the next
summer stash bash.
Doing the summer stash bash. We are doing the summer stash bash for 6 more weeks. So to the end of July 30th, I believe, is the last Wednesday for the summer stash bash. A new pattern will be featured next Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that one. That one's a cute one. I'm excited for that one. And yeah, if you have not joined Yarn Over Hook yet, join us. It's free and we would love to have you. You can join for free at yarnoverhook.com or follow the link in the description below. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for liking the live. That's going to send it out to other crochet friends, and smashing those emotes or whatever. I don't know what the kids say. I don't know what those do, but apparently they're good. Yeah.
I was going to ask you because I was like, what are those?
Yeah, they're like little emotions that you can so like react and stuff.
I like that.
And like YouTube really likes it. So thank you so much for doing that as well.
And for helping other people find people like us, people like you who love crocheting and crafting, because like I'm glad we found each other. Like it's just really lovely.
It's so lovely. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah.
And then I will say that I will be working hard on my whips because I want to hand this crown off to you.
Yeah, so you'll have to come back definitely in 2 weeks to see
who's the WIP Queen.
Who's the WIP Queen then. Thank you all so much. I will be live again tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, so come and hang out and crochet with me. You guys are so awesome. Those are the emotes. Look at them go.
Cute. I love the hearts.
Yep.
I love
you guys
that.
are the best. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye, friends. Bye.